Right, so did we roll for darkness at the end of last turn? Is that what that 6 is?
Believe so.
Yeah.
That's where we decided to leave it, was to do the darkness roll before we then kick off.
And I've still got a faith shield.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you've got a face shield, and has Dave got one as well?
He's got 1 point remaining on his. I remember that, so we couldn't put a new one on him.
Oh, that was right, wasn't it?
Just disappointing.
Yeah. In which case, well, I mean, we've got to decide which door we're going to go through in that case.
Well, I vote we go up and left, the way you're looking at it, the screen, towards your token pot.
Okay, yeah.
Because there's only, what, 2 cards by each of those doors?
I think...
Might be 1 card, actually.
Oh, they might all have 2 cards. So that's got... No, in fact, that is 1. So 1 there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 1 each. Because there were 3 at the previous doors, so there's...
Yeah. In fact, we've got 3 down here.
Yeah. That's 1. That's 1.
Yep.
And 3 below.
Hmm.
If we go down the far end, well, maybe it's easier to do the far end and just try and hold the cultists back for a little bit.
Well, that's where I'm still wondering. It's you who's got him blocked off currently, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I can stay there for a while, just can't do it for that long.
No, but I'm just thinking, if you hold there, Dave sprints up and opens the door.
Well, now I've got magic, I can push him back by up to 4. And he moves 4, so in theory, he won't be getting any closer.
Yeah, it just means Dave and Jack need to go it alone, and they're going to be encountering red. So it really depends on what ends up in those rooms, whether we'd need to fall back or not.
Yeah,
Mine's only line of sight, so I only have to do it. I can move up as well.
Okay.
And I'm likely to stay against that back wall in line of sight of him anyway.
So you can fire things at him.
So if Dave opens the door, I've got line of sight through the door to shoot if it's an encounter. And in the meantime, I can fire back at our friendly Cultist Overlord.
Okay, so we're going to try and go towards the dragon door then.
I think so, yeah.
Dragon pot. Okay, cool. Oh, it looks like Dave's ready to join us now, so let me just Skype him in quickly. And then we can then tell him our master plan. Hopefully we'll be able to connect up cleanly. Anyway, whilst he's joining, who wants to actually kick off and go first? Or do we just move Dave up there first, get him around the corner, get the door open?
So it's initiative order.
Oh, of course, yeah, because we're stuck in combat. Are you right, Dave?
Good, Jake.
Yeah, good, thank you. We were just kind of working out where we're going to go, and we think we're going to go top left through the door near the dragon pot. But Jack's just made a good point, actually. We're always going to be going in initiative order now, which is a pain, because we're always going to have that cultist following us around.
Yeah.
And actually, that causes other problems, doesn't it? Because we can't freely swap stuff between us. Because we're perpetually going to be stuck in combat by virtue of him being on the board.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dave, no, Jack, you've got the highest initiative, haven't you?
Yes, so can you just move me north by 5, which should put my back against the wall?
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gets you a couple of squares past the door.
Oh, I'm further down, aren't I?
Yeah, you kind of move diagonally between Dave and Vicky.
That's fine. That'll do for now, because I'm guessing we're sticking with Dave opening the door.
Yeah, so in which case, actually, I'll move you over to the right, because then there's less distance for Dave to have to travel.
Work for me.
And And then, are you going to put some shots into the Overlord anyway? Just try and wear him down a bit for later on.
You are damn right I am. Now it's up to you.
I have one question.
Mm.
Oh no, actually, ignore me. I was going to say it was worth using Trouser Snake first, but if you do that, you can't then move, can you?
I'm also out of range.
Yeah.
So no, I can't use him and then go.
Can you extend the range of your pet, Jack, or is it just a 6 and that's it?
That's it. I can't go in for any enhancing surgery.
Brilliant.
Now, choice here is I'm at my full stamina of 4. I can drop an arrow storm on him for 7 attacks, and it will be just him hitting on 3.
Right.
Or I can shoot him.
He is the only guy left, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. You're cool. What do you want to do?
I'm tempted to really whittle him down, so I'm going to say let's arrow storm him.
Have we done no damage on him so far at all? I thought I'd hit him.
We've run like
We
just ran away.
made sure it was destroyed around him.
Okay, cool. Okay. So, alright, and Jack, are you going to arrow storm him then?
I most certainly am. So
Go
that
for
is making 7 attacks hitting on 3+.
Yeah, go for it.
It's, I think, a little bit obscene. Anyway, first one. 5.
Yay!
Nice.
So 2d6 plus 10. So first, should we just total this up?
Yeah, just total up the wounds. I'll mark it at the end.
So that is 16.
You
Pencil, not scribble it down.
are you taking
that's
off
the point. What
his
is-
endurance?
What is his endurance? Sorry.
His endurance on the card is 11.
Wow. Okay, I will just note down the wounds in total then.
Yeah, he's pretty tough.
Yeah. Second attack. The miss. It's a maintenance. Third hit.
Yay!
Wait. Yeah. This is attack number 4. Ray.
Yeah.
Do some damage. Six. Attack 5.
Okay.
Is this the 5th attack?
This is the 5th attack, which is a hit.
Yay!
4. So easy to hit. That's not great. Mind.
How many wounds have you done so far?
Not a lot. That's better. That's a crit.
Oh, nice.
So-
Okay.
Hang on.
That
Had I
hurts you.
imbued anybody? I'm guessing not.
No, you haven't. That's 11. You've only just got magic back. So last attack.
Oh, I'm not sure I do have magic.
Another one.
No,
Awesome.
because
So,
he sucked it out of the room, didn't he, Vicky?
I'll double check my picture, but I'm pretty sure I haven't got magic this turn.
well, either way, our total is 22, 25, 31, 34, 39 wounds.
39 wounds? Well, that's epic. Easy, because he's only got 110.
To be fair, that was after 7 hits on the bastard.
Yeah. Well, what's that taken away? 2 of your stamina.
Yeah, taken away 2, so I've got 2 remaining.
Yeah, so it's not like it's going to keep happening, is it?
The sad is I can add 11 to everything on there and it took how much I could.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, well, I've marked it out with dice because I'm not going to use the tokens. We'll have tokens everywhere. So, okay, you're done.
We can see what we've done.
Yeah.
Cool. Dave, are you skipping around the corner to open the door?
Do you want me to open the door, or do you want me to go in and do some more damage to it?
Well, the problem is if you kill him, he just comes back to life on max health.
I won't kill him, but I'll get his health down a lot, hopefully.
Yeah, but the problem is, if we only have... I think it'd be better if you search the rooms and Jack whittles the wounds down, because if we don't find the room we need, we're not going to be in any better position.
You're the most
So
mobile, mate.
with him being higher initiative than some of you, yeah. Alright then, run me around the corner.
Dave, actually, we're probably going to need you to single-handedly, potentially, clear out that room on the left. Jack might be able to support you, but Vicky might be tied up trying to hold the cultists back with me. So you're going to have a fight in your hands anyway in a minute.
Alright, no pressure.
Your voice is a bit muffled, by the way, Dave.
Alright.
3, 4, 5, and then
Right next to the phone.
open the door. Are you doing anything with your fury and stuff?
No. I've got 5 stamina out of 6, so I'm not going to bother regenerating that.
Okay, cool. I mean, ordinarily you can't explore when you're in combat, but the cultist is an exception because he just doesn't die until you find the quest room with the Necrostream in it, and you've got to get him onto the bridge and then basically kill him on the bridge and then basically toss his corpse into the abyss.
Lovely.
Yeah, so he's going to keep following us around. So Dave's opened the door. What are we on now? Vicky, what's your initiative?
6.
Are you 6?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you want to do?
You haven't got any magic, have you?
No magic, so...
They push him back a few squares, but you can't. So.
Well, I can throw my javelin, so I might move 3 backwards from
Okay.
just the other side of the doorway.
Yeah, you're in front of Jack now.
Yeah, that puts me 8 away from the bad guy. And I will just throw my javelin, which gives me 3... I believe I get 3 attack. 2 for range and 1 something get else this time.
Okay, so what are you hitting on now? Is it 5?
Oh, 4, I believe. Something gave me 4. That helped.
What's that?
What am I
you're
hitting on?
No, you're hitting on 4. It's because you
It's
skill
4,
with
isn't it?
skill with your wolf.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's nice.
4. Oh. So,
You've got.
how many
Well,
do I-
to be fair, if you hadn't moved back, you could have equipped your crossbow and hit on 3.
yeah, no.
Maybe next time.
Is he a demon?
I'm joking.
He is a demon, yeah, so you're going to get your killer damage off your Javelin of Hate.
He's definitely a demon, because the others weren't.
Oh, hang on, am I talking garbage? No, I'm talking rubbish, yeah, no, he is human.
In which case, I'll have swapped to my crossbow. But I'll have only been able to move 1 back, so I'll be just the other side of the doorway.
Okay, I'll put you back
My
just in front
range
of it.
is 6. Yeah. And then I will be rolling. Plus one hit. Yeah, I'll be rolling on 3. So let's see if I. Yep, I got a 3. So I've hit him.
Cool.
Damage is 2d6 plus.
Is he a demon? Or is it 1d6?
No, he's human.
Oh, you've gone for the crossbow. Can you reach it from that far away?
6.
Yeah.
A step.
Step back. Yeah, Ren 6 hitting on 3 plus 2d6 plus.
1, 3, 4.
2d6
Something
plus
else
4.
giving you what?
Standing next to Liam earlier.
Oh yeah, I'm not next to him now. Okay, so it's 2d6 plus 4. 9. So 13 hits, but take away 11, so that's 2 wounds.
Okay, yeah.
Do that again. Hit. Good thing I've got weapons. I'm not 3 5 now. Yeah. Hit that. Oh.
Yeah, his
That's
endurance is really high.
Yeah.
Hits. No, I still 2 hit, but I did no damage to him.
Okay. Oh, I think I might have missed something off here. Behaviour deals 1 wound to all accursed in line of sight, and every grim cultist within the dungeon, including himself, heals 3 wounds. Oh, sorry, that's if he rolls a 1 on his behaviour. Sorry, I thought that was an ongoing special rule.
What
okay.
is his behaviour? Oh, no, it's not his go yet.
Yeah, no, we rolled a 6. No, it isn't his go yet, actually. But, yeah, what was the deal with Source? Did he...
Sucked it out of the room.
Yeah, but that was last turn, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I don't get it back until his next go.
Yeah.
Do you know what does it say? Is removed from all accursed and cannot be channeled until the start of its next turn. Oh right, yeah, that's a pain. And because you're now higher initiative than him, that's almost a bit of a disadvantage in that case.
Well, hang on, Liam. Bring that again. So from each accursed and cannot channel until the start of its next turn.
Yeah, so last turn when the Cultist Overlord activated, he rolled a 6 for his behaviour, and so Source is removed from all accursed and cannot be channeled until the start of its next turn.
Okay, I wasn't sure if...
I would update that as the accursed, though, wouldn't you?
That's sort of how I'm hearing it.
No, he's talking about its as in itself in this case. Yeah, so... Yeah, it's just, well, he's hard, isn't he? He's a boss at the end of the day, so is what it is. Could be worse. There are nastier bosses out there. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. So, I mean, he's pretty wounded. So, what initiative am I? Am I 5? Yeah, so he's 5 as well, so he's going to go first. I'm going to roll for his behaviour. Oh, it's a bloody 6 again. God.
Dude.
I know. I shouldn't roll his dice. So he's just gonna suck Source out of the room, well, out of the dungeon again. So there'll be no channeling again. And then when he does that, he then defaults to behaviour 2 to 4. So if without a target, he moves towards the nearest accursed and he deals a scythe attack, so he's going to move 1 space towards me. He has 3 attacks. Well, I've written down 3 there, but it actually says, oh yeah, it is 3 because he's level 6 now, and he's hitting on a
3.
Well, I've written down 3, but his card says 4+. Is there something that gave him a +1? Just looking at his perks. He's got Mark of Evil, so no, not that. And his other perk was a 5. Soul Steel. If Darkness rolled is 1 and the attack scythe scores a critical hit, the victim immediately dies unless they tumble. So I think I've just written it down wrong actually. He doesn't hit on a 3 at all. He actually hits on a 4. So I don't know why I wrote 3. Maybe I just like pain. So he rolling to hit me then. So hits on a 4. He's missed. He's rolled a 2. And second attack. He has hit me this time. He's rolled a 4. His scythe attack does 3d6 damage plus his strength of 8. I don't really want any of that, so I'm just going to tumble. I'm going to spend 2 stamina. I'm going to tumble away, and that means his third attack will automatically miss because he's got no one left to hit. And then it's my go, and I forgot to generate my faith, so I'm going to take my 2 faith points now. Does anyone need healing at all? No, you're good?
We're all good, thank you.
So I've got a faith shield. Vicky, you've got one as well, haven't you?
Yes.
Dave, you've got one. I know it's rubbish because it's down to like 1 point, but I can't renew it. All the while
renew it until it runs out. No.
Yeah, it's a real pain. So Jack, do you want me to try and give you a faith shield?
I'm tempted to say, keep your faith back, mate. You might well need the healing.
Okay, as long as you're, yeah, it's up to you if you're happy with that.
I'm the least likely person to get hit, fortunately.
Okay, right, well, that's cool. Well, I'm going to stay where I am so I get a stamina back because I'm going to absolutely need stamina. Therefore, I can't move because I'm resting to get a stamina, and therefore I can't hit him. But I don't think there's much point me trying to hit him anyway. But unless Vicky gets magic back, he's going to keep gaining ground on us 1 square a turn. And that's all I can do. So, darkness roll. Who's rolling? Or is it me doing the spinner? Can't remember.
Me rolling. I actually think, and it's probably irrelevant now, but I think that 6 that was on the screen was probably the monster's 6 last time.
No, I don't. I did pick it up and re-roll. Oh, what, the one on the darkness wheel?
Yeah, I don't think we rolled the darkness dice for this turn.
Okay, well,
it's a bit late now, but
we'll just whistle and move on.
Well, I rolled a 1.
Oh, great. Well, I guess that's karma.
Yeah.
Okay, darkness is 1. That's grim, so it's going to go red. In fact, that's really grim because we're going to end up with exploration and an ambush.
Yep.
That's really bad.
Oh, no, we won't end up with exploration. You can't explore if...
No, but you can on this quest because the cultist, because the overlord is always there, you're always in combat. So I think that's the nasty part of this quest. It just opens you up for a hell of a lot of attacks. So I'm just going to pray that you roll, is it 1 to 3 is an encounter, 4 to 6 is an event. Kind of need an event, really.
Dave's turn to roll.
Oh, don't say that.
Pressure.
After I do.
No, it's monsters. Told you not to say that.
Oh, what are you doing? Okay, let's have a look, see what we got. Encounter. Well, we just put them in the box and now they're coming back. 4 grim cultists and 4 deviants.
God.
Delightful.
Yeah, that's not great. And they're going to be ambushing us as well, so I guess one needs to go next to me. Got a bit of choice where we can put these, so I'm going to try and make it a bit kinder for us.
You're so kind.
Well, it could be worse because if I put a cultist to the side of us, it's harder to, you can't tumble away from it. So if I put one there in front of Dave and put one there in front of Jack, so we've each got a grim cultist to deal with and 4 deviants. So get those out of the box. So I'm going to put deviant there, deviant there, deviant there, and deviant there. Okay, so we've done that, and then we go straight into exploration, which is going to move the darkness wheel round again onto another red. So Dave, do you want to roll if it's an event or monsters?
Not really.
Well, actually, tell you what, let me reveal the room first, because we might get lucky, it might be the quest room. No, it is not. It's a corridor with 1 exit, but it won't be an exit because there's no more dungeon cards this way. So, roll away, Dave.
Yeah, small monsters.
Not really what we want.
I didn't want to roll.
Not what we want. Life's about to get very hard.
Hang on, was that monsters again?
Yeah. We're kind of fighting 3 waves of monsters. It's going to be brutal. And we have, oh bloody hell, 3 Libithins and 1d6 deviants.
It's wet.
We've fought worse.
Really?
Have we?
What? Okay, Dave, do you want to roll for number of deviants?
No. 2.
2.
Yeah.
As it happens, we couldn't actually put more than 2 on the board because you can't spawn more than what's in the box, and you get 6. I am going to have to go break out the Libithins though, so bear with me because they're in another box.
I think they're quite happy in their plastic.
Yeah, but the rules say they come out, Vicky.
I might use 3 weeks Siren though next turn.
Rules are meant to be broken.
This is what happens when you don't do the darkness roll for a turn. Accidentally.
Yeah.
Karma bites you in the arse.
I will. Said would whistle past that.
Well, we're going to have to put... I can't fit all the Libithins in the room, so I can't remember the rule for this. 2 will go
It means
there.
you only got to put down 2 then, doesn't it?
At least we don't need to go into that corridor, apart from to kill the creatures.
No.
We just shut.
I have a feeling the others spawn in adjacent map tiles from memory, but I might just have to double check that. Because this doesn't happen very often. So, give me 1 sec. In the meantime, you can just panic.
Dave,
Yeah.
shut that bloody door.
That's well. Could I not just shut the door? It'll crush those 2 and then the Biffins are in there, so I just leave them in there.
There is no door shutting in Darklight, I'm afraid.
Unless it's on my head, you mean?
No, the hinges are really crap, so you open the doors and the hinges break.
Yeah, except when it lands on my head.
Just trying to find the bit where you spawn them.
Sorry. Has anyone got a wood chipper? I feel the need to throw my dice in it.
Okay, so if during the placement of prepared monsters, that's prepared, there is no more room in the newly revealed map tile, they will spill into adjoining map tiles. Continue placing them in the same manner in the other tiles. If there is not enough miniatures, if there are not enough miniatures to place newly spawned.
I think we've been told that in the chat, to be honest.
Oh, have we? Okay. Well, anyway, so they do end up. It's going to end up behind you, Dave, or somewhere in that corridor. I mean, where do we want to put it? Behind, immediately behind Dave, immediately behind Jack, or what? Because we could put it at the other end of the corridor, so it's diagonally threatened by Jack. If I just move the snake out of the way a minute.
Oh dear.
No.
Our little ant cakes is being told off again.
Oh, is it? He probably deserves it, to be fair. I mean, the admin bot's doing a really good job. I see no reason to take it away.
The Liam Tron 5000 is about to wield the banhammer.
It's much better than T1000 or whatever it was Arnie played.
209.
Yeah. So where do you want this Libithyn? Because I think we can stick it anywhere in that T-junction map tile.
Back in the box.
It can't go in the box. You've got to deal with it.
Back by the door. I maybe had 2 Libithians.
Yeah, there's 3.
Yeah, there's 3.
Wherever you put it, either me or Jack will be unable to tumble until it's dead.
Pretty much.
I don't know, really.
I mean, what about, is this an option? What about we shove it directly behind Dave? Because Dave can always use his leap ability to kind of backwards somersault, and that way we could at least maybe keep the monsters down that corridor with Dave holding them back.
I could leap from it.
I've got a different suggestion where you can shove it.
Now.
was thinking about hotcakes.
Well, we can do that later.
You're ready the sun doesn't shine.
Well, I'm going to make a judgment call in because you guys are no help at all here. So I'm going to shove it up Dave's arse because Dave can at least backwards flip over that with his leap skill.
I think I'll do that, and then I can just fight that thing and then kill that and then go on to the rest.
Yeah, can kind of hold the others up. All right, cool.
Exactly.
We've got 2 deviants. Balls. And they have to spill into adjacent map tiles, so I go. That's a nuisance. Didn't really think about that. I think one's going to have to go next to Dave, and one's going to have to go next to you, Jack, unfortunately.
So salty. Yeah.
Right, okay, kicking off then. So, Jack, you just need to start nailing some stuff to the goddamn wall.
Well, it's probably going to have to start off with some deviants, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
You can do all that first.
I need to scribble down their cards, don't I? Which I haven't done, so you know what you're
And their perks.
yes, you know what you're dealing with. So deviants, so they're level 6. So deviants, because this might change your mind. So they are initiative 6. They have a movement of 4. Their endurance is 7. They got 2 attacks. They hit on a 3+. Their strength is 7. I'm going to roll for their perks now. So they have a 1 and a 4, which means they've got a 3rd body, so they get an extra attack. So they're now 3 attacks each, which is grim. And they've got mutated limbs, so they do an extra D6 damage.
I think Liam's taking the piss today with his rolling.
That's really
taking rolling
crappy. And they
6s in a row. Probably that high, but
Yeah.
health of 21, and they've got a mind value, Vicky.
my skills, so I could still get magic. It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
I have no magic.
That's true. Well, I've written it down anyway. So that's the Deviant, and the Libithins need to go dig out their card. I don't think we've fought level 6 Libithins yet, so
No.
these could be nasty. So they're initiative 8. That's crap. So they're probably going to go first, aren't they?
No.
Jack's going first. So movement of 6. Right, so level 6. They've got endurance of 8, which is quite high. They are doing 3 attacks. Ouch. Hitting on a 4+. Their strength is 7. And their perks. Does someone else want to roll these perks? Because my perk rolls are just grim.
Not mine. I'm not rolling it.
I'll roll it.
Going to roll perks.
We've got all these bloody monsters.
Right, I'm rolling 1 or 2 dice.
2 dice, because they get 2 perks at this level.
I've got a 5 and a 6.
So roll 1 again.
Yeah, you have to roll 1 again.
Yep.
4.
4. Okay, so perk-wise, they've got Agile. They can move through Accursed and monsters. Well, that's crap. Oh no, that's really bad. And also they've got 4 Seductive Illusion. Any Accursed in line of sight from a Libithian suffers -1 strength, -1 perception, and -1 mind. What the hell? What the hell? I'm not feeling very optimistic at this point.
No.
No.
You've read my way of thinking.
I tried to be upbeat in Darklight, but this does look particularly brutal.
Eats more Dreadworm.
Okay.
What?
You're a sick and twisted man.
Yeah, he's not right. He's not right in the head.
Liam, he's not talking about that dreadworm, mate.
Yeah, we try not to. It's not hot enough for that dreadworm to come out. It's just fine. Right. Okay. So, Jack, what's your initiative? 9.
9.
Just do something.
I'm going to turn the bow upon myself.
I don't think there's a rule for that. I mean, in all seriousness, I mean, all of this is really shit. But the deviants, they're doing 3 attacks. They're hitting on 3, and they're doing plus d6 damage. So they're not nice, and they're right next to us at the moment.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to shoot some deviants. How far away from me is Dave? By the door?
Dave is 3 squares to Dave.
I need to swap here. Right. Well, I guess the only thing I can really do is take aim at the deviant next to me.
Okay.
Which, unfortunately, I'm back to hitting on a miserly 3.
Okay. Good luck.
Thanks very much, Pancakes.
No point you would miss.
Not me.
Oh.
Myself.
Well, I think he's Optimistic Prime now. I should change his name.
I've got point blank, I'll have you know.
Right, go on then, shoot away.
Right, okay. First shot. 3+. It's a 3. It's not a crit, but it is a hit.
That's all we need.
So, 19 damage.
Nice. Well, they've got an endurance of 7, so I'm only going to mark up the wounds when you're done turning it into a pincushion.
Okay. 19, so I've done 12, so it's got 9 left. I'm going to unleash the trouser snake at the one I've just shot.
Okay.
It's a crit. So that's 18. So, he's dead.
Nice.
Death by trouser snake.
Nice. So that was the one. Is that the one behind you, or to the north of you?
Yeah, going for the one at the north end.
Yeah.
The second.
So that's gone.
Yeah.
There's well, I mean, there's another deviant next to you. There's also one next to Vicky.
Yeah, that's the one I'm going to take aim at. Is the one next to Vicky. I think Vicky is the squishiest. So I have 2 shots with the bow remaining. Oh, how far away is the one by Vicky?
1, 2, 3, 4 squares.
All hitting on 2+.
Nice.
It's a hit. It's 3. Right, that's 14, unfortunately. So 7. Yep. So, how much do you love me?
You crit it.
Yeah.
We all love you.
It's dead.
Really?
Yay.
Yep.
What damage did you stick on it?
Well, crit is 22, mate.
Oh,
The other
nice.
was 14.
Awesome. Okay, so that's gone. Have you got any more rounds left in your quiver?
No, that is me well and truly spent, I'm afraid.
And that's with your +1 attack from that superior quiver, I take it, you picked up.
Oh, no, good point. You're right. I have got one more attack. I forgot about that.
The other deviant? Cultist.
It's worth noting that the cultists, though they've got lower life because they're 12, they do
stack.
Yeah, they do stack. So they're currently getting an extra 3. Is it? I think.
How many cultists have we got? 4.
4. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're 15 at the moment, but I mean the deviants are 21. I mean, in theory, you could one-shot a cultist, could you, if you crit it?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. So let's go for a cultist then.
Just point at one and we'll go for that one.
Well, maybe the one next to me would be useful because I can't. I'm going to lose a lot of stamina from these guys.
Yep, I'll go for that. So, hope that the gods smile upon me. Ready?
Well, Artcakes won't, so we will.
Liam,
Yeah.
I'm spreading the love, mate. That's another crit.
Oh, you critted it! Bloody hell! Is that definitely a one shot?
It's 22 damage, so I believe so.
Because his endurance is 8, and that doesn't stack. That's just a solid 8.
He's got 15 wounds, and that's what that one is worth. 15.
Nice.
Nice.
-8.
We love you, Jack.
It's cool.
Snipers in the house, which we desperately needed, frankly, because this isn't looking great. Cool.
No, it's bad. It's got 1 health left, I'm afraid.
Has it got 1 health? No.
Yeah, I deducted 7, not 8.
No. No.
I was misled.
I very nearly didn't say anything, but that's not fair.
Hang on. So it's are we counting up or down? How do you want to do this? Well, we're counting wounds taken at the moment, aren't we? So how many wounds? So it's taken 14.
Yeah.
Balls. Okay, 5, 5, and a 4. Well, I could just change that to 6, couldn't I? I'm not going to do that because the 6s are the Grim Cultist, sorry, the Grim Warden's head on the black dice. It doesn't show up very well on the camera, so that's why I'm using 5s.
Right, you needed dice anyway.
Yeah. What's that? Well, when the outcast walks around with a snake out, what do you expect?
Well, nothing wrong with something made in Thailand.
Okay, it's the Labithins now, isn't it? What are they? Initiative 8. Does that beat you, Dave?
Right, it's the same as me, so they go first.
Okay. Rubbish. So, their behaviour is a 1. What does a 1 do? So, if without a target...
On a 1, they put a box and go to sleep.
No, they don't. They don't spontaneously combust or anything like that. If without a target, move towards the nearest accursed, bearing in mind they can walk through stuff. Attacks its target with whipping or any other accursed up to 3 squares of distance if it has no target. We're all going to get whipped, basically.
I'm going to take 6 attacks from them.
Sorry?
I'm going to take 6 attacks, aren't I?
Dave, your arse is going to be so raw after this that you will not be able to sit down.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, because it does. They've got agile. They can move through accursed and monsters. So this is actually pretty bad. So the one
when they stop, don't they?
Yeah, well, the one behind you isn't going to move because it's already engaged. So I'm just wondering, the one in front of you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They actually, because of their movement 6, they don't think they can move far enough actually to get out of that blockade.
I think they can.
1,
They
2,
can't
3.
stop either.
Yeah, they can't because they can't stop there and fit the whole base in. So actually, that's worked out okay. So all they're going to do is move forwards a bit. However, next...
I'm going to take the attack from both of them, aren't I? Because they can attack 3 squares distance.
Yeah, you're right. You're going to get hit by 2, which is going to be grim. So the Labithins... No, in fact, 3 attacks. Yeah, 6. Jesus Christ. Do you want to do the one in front of you or behind you? Or does it make no difference?
No odds, really.
Okay, so... Let's do the one behind you then. You're getting whipped from behind, Dave. Okay, so...
haven't got a paper, I suppose.
So the hit on the 4+, first attack, is a 2. That misses. Next attack is a 1. That also misses. Third attack... Oh, it's cocked. I don't know if I can rest the dice on it. I'm going to try. I don't think I can. No, I'm going to have to re-roll it. So third attack is a 6. Oh shit. That's a crit. So
using dice.
oh, this isn't good. So whipping does 2d6 damage on a critical hit. Roll 3d6 damage plus their strength, which is 7.
I take it Dave's not got a shield now.
Dave is fully healed, but he can't tumble this.
Can't tumble, so I'm just going to have to evade it.
Okay. 3d6 damage plus 7. That's a bit harsh. I'd be more worried
in a minute you'll be able to face shield me in a minute.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you do have 1 point left on the face shield. So damage wise, it's okay actually. It could have been a hell of a lot worse. 4, 3 and a 1. So that's 8 plus the strength of 7.
That's not bad. Between my evasion and my face shield, I don't take any damage.
Nice. So your faith shield is all gone now, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're moving on to the next Leviathan then. So I'm going to point at the next one that's attacking, so the one where the pencil was pointing at it. So first attack on you hits on a 4+, rolls a 1. Next attack is a 5, that does hit you. What do you want to do?
2d6 plus 8, isn't it? I'll evade again.
Yeah. No, 2d6 plus 7, dude. So I rolled a 6 and a 4, so that's 10 plus the 7, 17.
Take 3 wounds.
Okay. The last attack from that Leviathan is a 2, misses. You got off lightly there.
I got lucky on that one.
You got so lucky. Right. Dave has been flogged. He's been flogged a lot.
I guess the Nephilim enjoys it, so he takes less damage.
Yeah. What's he saying? I'd be more worried about her snake around the Leviathan. I heard things about them. He's not going to put us off our game. Who's next? So you've done initiative 8 is Dave, isn't it?
Right, so what's next to Jack? I'm thinking I could leap behind the Leviathan and show it some smacking.
Yeah, well you could land directly behind Jack if you wanted to with your leap.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and then just smack the crap out of that Leviathan.
Yeah. Is that what you're going to do?
It's near there, is there?
Yeah, I probably need to adjust the action cam actually because there's now so much going on that I'm going to have to pull back for a bit of a distance shot. I might not get everything in there, but let's see how that goes. Are you backwards flipping then, Dave?
I'll backflip next to the Leviathan, behind it.
Yeah.
It's D3 plus movement, so that's...
Well, it doesn't really matter. You can still make that distance.
I can get 6 squares.
Well, it's only three. It's only 3 squares to get you there, so it's all good.
Anyway. Right. So first attack. Missed. Of course it did. Second attack. See, if Will upgraded my weapon last time, I would have hit them.
Sorry, what's that, Dave? I got distracted.
Well, my first attack was a 2, so if we'd upgraded my weapon last time, that would have been a hit.
How do you mean upgraded it?
Karma is smiling on my second attack, so it's a crit.
Nice.
So that will take 20 wounds.
20 wounds. Well, they've got 36 health, so I won't mark it just yet in case you do some more damage.
So that puts me on maximum fury. So I'm going to spend 4 to attack it again. And I'm going to miss.
Oh.
So I'm going to spend 3 more to get another point of stamina back.
Okay. So
I can't regenerate stamina because I moved.
how many wounds was that, Dave? 20 or 26? Sorry?
20.
20, okay, right, so 20 wounds on that Lebithin. Chat is asking what was in the hole. What did we find in the hole? Was it money?
It was.
Jax replied.
I've answered inappropriately.
As you should.
You're right.
So, okay, that's cool. So, are you got anything else, Dave, or are you spent?
I'm done.
So, is it Vicky?
I'm a 6, so the cultists go before me. Along with the deviants, if there's any left.
Oh, they do. We haven't rolled perks for cultists, so does someone want to roll 2 dice for those, see what nasty things they get?
A 1 and a 5.
1 and 5. So, they are going to get... what have they got? Dark blood, so immune to poison. Well, that's okay. And 5. Vampire. Vampiric touch now hits on a 3 and causes 1d6 wounds. That doesn't exactly sound groovy. Their behaviour. Does someone else want to roll behaviour? Because my behaviour rolls suck.
On it. Behaviour. 3.
3. So each cultist without a target moves towards the nearest accursed and targets them. Each attacks their target with slash, which is good because we didn't want vampiric touch. So slash is 2d6 damage, and if you do a crit, they still roll 2d6 damage. So it's a pretty basic 2d6 plus their strength, which is 7. But because there's a few cultists kicking around, they get a +2 on that at the moment. So it's 2d6 plus 9 is the damage they're going to be kicking out. So, Jack, do you want to start off?
Yeah, bring it on.
Yeah, they got 2 attacks. They hit on a 3+. Yeah, they hit on a 3+. So first one is a 6, but the crit doesn't do anything in this case.
And their damage with this is
2d6 plus 9.
Ooh, wow. Okay. I don't think I've got room to tumble realistically.
You can land behind Dave, but it does obscure your line of sight a bit later on.
Yeah. 2d6 plus 9, so the worst they can possibly do to me is 21. Well, it's sketchy. You know what? I will evade.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so rolling for damage then. It's average, it's 6 plus the 9, 15.
Okay, I've taken 3.
Okay, so the second attack, hitting on the 3+, so it's a 6 again.
Okay. Now I have a horrible feeling I think I am going to have to tumble that, to be honest. Yeah, that's tricky.
It's a pain because you've already committed yourself to the evasion route, haven't you?
I have a bit. Oh, fuck it, I'll evade.
Can you ride this if it does maximum damage? Or will it end you?
Hang on, I'm just going to figure that one out. The maximum it can do is 21. I can survive.
Okay, so you're going to evade you?
Yep.
Right.
And if you do this, do you have any stamina left or are you done? Because there's still a deviant standing next to you.
Still leaves me with 1 stamina.
So you wouldn't be able to tumble away from the deviant?
No.
Okay,
That's
well, maybe you need to do the tumble anyway then, because Dave is arguably in better shape, isn't he?
I've got 4 stamina left.
Yeah, I'll tumble in that case.
Okay.
So, no stamina.
No, okay, so you won't take any damage, but you're behind Dave now. You're standing next to Dave's raw hide. Okay, so we've done that one. We've then got a Grim Cultist against you, Vicky. So rolling to hit is a 6. So it's hit you. What do you want to do?
There's no crit involved, is there?
No, it's just still 2d6 plus 9.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
I might evade. Yeah, I'll evade.
You sure? Because there is another attack coming in after this. Because you could fall into the same trap Jack fell into.
Well, where would I be able to tumble to?
Well, if you tumble back, it does. You can tumble back a space, and you won't get hit at all by this attack on the next one. But the deviant would then be able to attack you when that goes, if it's still alive.
And the deviants have already been, haven't they?
No, they're initiative 6.
So they're still to go.
Yeah.
I will.
Maybe you have to do 2 evades.
At least then, if the deviant goes, we can split the difference.
Oh, hang on. You've got your faith shield, so maybe 2 evades is the way to go.
Yeah, well, with the faith shield, the maximum I can mitigate is 17.
Do you want to try 2 bouts of evasion? Because otherwise you end up next to the deviant, and deviant's then going to hit you afterwards.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so rolling to hit then. So the cultist hits on 3+. First one has missed. And oh no, sorry, I did the first roll to hit with a 6, didn't I? So I resolved that. My bad. So the damage was 5, 6, 7 plus 9, 16.
Got 1 shield to make.
Yeah.
No damage, 1 shield point.
Yes.
So is your faith shield down to 1?
Yeah.
Okay, and then the next attack missed because I rolled a 2, which I already did.
Amazing.
Okay, cool. So then it's attacking me. So rolling to hit me is a bloody 6. I think I'm just going to have to try and tank some of this, unfortunately. So, oh no, it's rolled a crit, isn't it? I'm not allowed to use my armour. Or am I? Can I do that? Because on the card it says they just roll 2d6 for damage if they do a crit.
That's tricky.
Or do I still lose my armour? Chat might know.
I don't, off the top of my head.
If it's a crit, I'd imagine you'd lose your armour.
If that's the case, I'd have no option but to tumble, really.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have to tumble then. So 2 stamina means I'm falling back to here. So the second attack won't hit me. What's that say? Well, I believe it is still considered crit, just difference in how damage is applied. Okay, well we'll assume, yeah, you're right then, Vicky, by the sounds of it. So, and then the deviants go, because they're initiative 6 as well. So does someone want to roll for behaviour with the deviants?
Okay. 3.
3. So, each deviant without a target moves towards the nearest accursed, targets them. Each attacks the target with assault. However, assault is 1d6 damage, but we rolled, what did we roll for them perk-wise? 1 and 4. So they got an extra attack and they got plus 1d6 damage because of their extra limbs and stuff. So assault is actually 2d6 damage plus their strength of 7. 2d6 plus 7. So the first one at the top is going to move forwards and engage Dave. Dave, you've got 3 attacks coming at you, I'm afraid.
Yay! Right, okay.
Because I don't think Jack can take any of this. First attack has hit you. What do you want to do?
2d6 plus 7.
Yeah.
I'll evade it.
It's only a 3, so plus the 7 is 10.
I'm fine, I can ignore that.
Okay, next attack is a 4, that hits you 2.
Evade.
Damage is 4 plus 7, so 11.
Alright, that's fine, I ignore that.
Third attack is a crit. What does that do? Deviance. So crits make you prone, but you're immune to that, aren't you?
I'm immune to prone.
Does one of your skills give it to you? Stone skin or whatever?
It gives me poison and fire resistance and immunity to prone.
Okay, are you going to evade this damage then? Because it still hit you.
Yeah, I better do.
So that's a 7 plus the 7, 14.
That's fine, I ignore that too.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be...
when the Leviathan attacks me.
Yeah, okay. So there are 2 deviants which are kind of north of the board. They're just going to... One will move a bit closer. There's nothing else they can do. In fact, I've done that wrong because the cultist went first. So the cultist would have moved forwards, which means the deviant stays behind. The one down the bottom's going to move up to engage me. So that's pretty rubbish. So first attack is a 1, which misses. Second attack is a 2, that also misses. Third attack is a 6. That's bollocks.
Where were these dice rolls when you were rolling against me?
Yeah, but this is kind of worse because that crit is going to knock me on the floor unless I tumble it. And I'm not going to generate stamina when I get back up, and the stamina is the only thing that's keeping that lot at the bottom back. So I'm going to go down regardless of damage, and it's going to do 4. Let's roll a 5 plus the 7. What's that? 12.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not allowed to use my armour. So this is going to be hard to work out. So I've got an endurance of 4. What else do I get, if anything?
If you're not evading, nothing.
I can't afford to evade. I've only got 1 stamina left.
So all you've got is 4 then, mate.
Plus my face shield. I had 5 on the face shield. So that's 9, isn't it? 9 negated. So I'll take 3 wounds.
How'd you have 5 on there?
I thought it was 4. Face shield was worth 4.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. I'm cheating. So I take another wound.
Sorry.
Bastard. Right, I'm on the floor, so that's not good. And Vicky, is it your go?
Yes, I believe it is. Who have I got right beside me?
You've got a that's a grim cultist in front of you.
Okay, well all I can do is kind of stab it.
I mean, I don't know if this is worth a shout, but if you were to tumble away from it in your movement phase, you could then do Screaming Siren in that T-junction tile.
No
I've
magic.
got no magic.
You keep draining her, Liam.
Ugh.
I mean, you were fighting over me last night.
I know.
This just needs to stop.
I know.
I will just use my poison blade to try and injure the cultist in front of me.
Okay, stab away.
Well, that was cocked. First one missed. The second one missed. I didn't do any damage whatsoever.
Awesome.
Last one melee attack.
Oh yeah.
Got 1 more to go.
Two moves it, isn't it? Where is it?
I thought you were up to 2 melees now.
No,
Oh, that's
2
just
range.
Yep, my bad, that's it.
Yeah, I'm done.
Rubbish.
Have you?
He's
No.
just that cultist overlord is just a source killer, isn't it? Nightmare.
Yep.
Okay, so have we got anything left? Are we done? Oh, we got me. I need to stand up, don't I? So I'm going to get up. I forgot to generate faith again this turn, so I'm going to take that now. Does anyone need life?
I've lost 3 wounds.
Anyone else taking damage?
I've lost 3, but nothing major.
Unfortunately, my life heal thing is for the tile I'm in.
Ah. Well,
So,
Liam,
yeah.
is it worth saying that you probably want to put a shield back on yourself pronto?
Probably. I think that's a good shout. So it's going to cost me, normally costs 5. I get a 1 point reduction for my Saints Vitarius necklace, so that costs me 4, so I get a faith shield. I'm then going to, got 3 attacks, going to roll to just smack that deviant basically. So hitting on a 3+, it's a 2, that won't do it. Next attack is also a 2, that's pants. Third attack is a 4, so that does hit. And damage wise, oh, it's really high. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. But they have an endurance of 7, so 9 wounds.
Yep.
I'm running out of dice here. I'm going to have to use some tokens on this one. So I could spend faith to do another attack. Oh, in fact, I get another attack anyway, I think.
You do. You do because you cast a miracle.
I did. I cast my faith shield, so I'm going to get another attack anyway because of Hand of the Goddess. So let's do that. So rolling again. There's a 5. Need another big roll. Right, 4 plus 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, minus the 7. So 5 more damage. So I was on 14. I mean, I could burn 3 more faith to do another attack, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to finish it off. What do you think?
Well, when you do that with your faith, correct me if I'm wrong, but you get +1 to hit and an extra damage.
If I do blessed attacks, which costs me 3, I do another attack. It's +1 to hit, so I'll hit on a 2+.
Yep.
I can spend faith to add +3 to my damage as well.
Yeah, different thing.
I'll be completely burning myself out on faith.
It's entirely up to you, as you're the one who's in the thick of it. I'd be tempted to say hold it back so you can pop yourself another shield. You're going to need it.
I think I am. Unless you can finish off that deviant, Jack. Though I don't think you've got line of sight to it, which is a pain. Or maybe Vicky can.
I'm not sure Vicky can, because she's still engaged in melee combat and she doesn't have point blank weight.
Yeah. Balls, okay. Well, it is what it is. So, end of the turn, isn't it? Darkness roll.
The big guy, isn't
Not
it?
me.
Oh,
yeah,
the Cultist Overlord. I'm not rolling this because every time I roll this, he like drains the source out of the room, so someone else can do this.
Yep.
It's a 2.
It's a 2, okay, so
I have magic.
we're gonna get magic, so
I have magic now.
he is 2 to 4. If without a target, move towards nearest accursed, deal scythe attack to their target. Well, he can't because he's too far back, so he's going to just move a square forwards. Oh no, he can. Balls, he can go on the diagonal. Oh no! This is good.
Don't let him crit, because Liam can't tumble, so he would be dead.
This is going to murder me.
Potentially.
Oh, I didn't think this through. Oh, God. Oh, this is really bad. So, okay, so 3d6. He hits on a 4+. He's got 3 attacks. He's going to murder me. First one is a 5. Fuck. Oh god, 3d6 damage plus 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus the 8. 17. What is my armour these days? I'm going to have to consult the spreadsheet.
Weren't you up to 12?
My armour's now 13, which...
Got 4, so that's 17. So you're fine.
Well, I've taken 5.
Hang on, no. He rolled a total of what, sorry?
He rolled 9 plus 8, so 17.
Your armour is 13.
Yeah.
And you've got your faith shields of 4, which is 17. You've taken nothing.
Oh, I see what you mean. I forgot about the face shield. Okay, yeah, so face shield is gone. His next attack, I need these to miss. I can't keep doing that. So, it's 2, that misses. And then the last attack is a 3. Thank Jesus. Even though I'm an atheist, he has missed.
Hang on, you're an atheist and you're the person who's playing the faith healer.
I know. I know. Thank Fudge for that. So, darkness roll, whoever's doing it.
Dave.
It's not me. I'm the reason we're in this mess.
It's your darkness roll.
You didn't do the darkness roll wrong, mate.
That was my fault.
Oh, okay. Let you take the blame for that one then. All right.
Definitely my fault.
It's a 5. You have magic. Yay!
Excellent. Right,
It's magic.
Jack, you need to try and dig us out of this crapo. Praise Jesus. No, G-Bus.
Praise Jeebus.
Who's G-Bus?
Anyone who's seen The Simpsons will get that one.
I don't think Jack can spell. Can you imagine what his next game's going to be like? It's going to be riddled with spelling errors.
Fantastic. The errata will be hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't there like an errata for Darklight after like 2 minutes of release? I can say that.
You can have
And mind you, it was quite good. They picked it up so quick that they actually came in the box.
Oh, yes, I've got that.
Do you remember? It's actually quite good. It's quite funny.
We have it. Goblins stole something along those lines. I think.
Yeah. But, oh god, as a games designer, wouldn't that just hack you off?
Right. I think I will shoot the Lebithin in front of me.
The one that I wounded.
Yep.
Yes, please. I've only got 1 stamina to avoid that thing.
Yeah. Did so. I've only got the 1 stamina left as well. So either way, I shall shoot it.
I have 3.
Lucky you.
I got 1.
I've hit it. So it's 2d6 plus 9 now because of that bloody perk. So
Oh, I've been forgetting about that.
only on the Lebithins, I believe.
Yeah, but I mean, all of us have line of sight to that one in the corridor.
Ah. Well, it's just taken 17 damage, if that helps. What's it? 17, 9 wounds.
16 wounds left, so it's got 7.
Okay. I shall unleash. It's a hit. 3,
I should have left that out.
9, 13. So that's 6.
Wounds. Got 2 wounds left.
Really? Can you trouser snake it?
That was the trap. Like,
Oh.
okay, second arrow. Oh, what a waste. It's dead.
It's a crit, isn't it?
Yeah, complete
Yeah.
waste.
Well, at least it's gone, so no, that's good. And I get some dice
A bit
back.
longer.
Yep. I think possibly the Deviant by Liam's the best bet, isn't it?
You haven't got line of sight though, Jack.
Oh, no, I haven't. Shite.
Yeah.
One of the ones in front of us.
Oh, Jack, to be fair, yeah, because you probably didn't consider this, you could have just moved adjacent to Dave at the beginning of your turn, and then you would have line of sight to the Deviant next to me.
No, I couldn't, Liam, because I have no stamina if I move. It's in 0.
Oh, I see.
I've got to stay still.
Yeah,
All
fair
right.
enough.
Boom.
Either shoot the one next to us or shoot the ones in front of us.
I think I'm going to shoot... Cultist or Deviant, Dave? What do you prefer in front of us?
I think probably the Deviant.
Jack, going back to that though, because it sounds like I'm like begging for mercy here, and I kind of am. I only have 1 stamina, and at the moment I'm expected to hold back a Cultist Overlord and a Deviant. I can't do that on 1 stamina.
Deviant.
So if you don't move and finish off that Deviant, I think it's fair to say I'm probably dead.
The only reason I'm a little concerned is that means I'm going to be facing, with Dave, the Leviathans, which can pass through everything on the board with no stamina and much, much less armour than you.
But the Deviants the Leviathans can only move 6, so they can't actually get past you and Dave. So there would be 1 in front of you and Dave, but Dave could elect to take all the hits.
Fine, move me up and I will shoot the one that's on you. Incidentally, wasn't it the cultist I'd wounded down there?
Well, the Deviant is nearly dead. The cultist is not. The cultist in front of Vicky's fine, but even if you kill that Deviant, that takes 3 big hits away.
Okay, going for it. 2+. Another one, because I threw that on paper and I can't bother to look for it. I somehow managed to get it in that gap.
You not just left the paper up. Reaching distance. So we've lifted the paper up. What did the dice roll?
2. Just it.
Oh, don't do this to me.
Right. And yeah, plus 9 look to that. 6, 3, 9. Okay, 18.
It's got an endurance of 7, so that's 11 wounds.
Yep.
Currently on 14.
25 total.
Okay, that's cool. And even with me buggering up, because my strength probably should have been reduced by 1, I think it, from the Leviathan that was there, I think it's still going to be dead anyway. So I don't think me mucking it up makes any odds. So thank you very much, Jack. That does help a lot.
Don't let my death weigh on your conscience.
I think you've got a greater chance of surviving than I have. You've got Hulk next to you.
That is true.
Okay, so is it the Leviathans next? Because they're initiative 8.
So the Leviathan's just going to move through and stand in front of me, isn't it?
Yeah, because the way I worked it out is the Leviathans don't have enough movement to get past you guys, so one's going to stand in front of you, and then the other one I think is going to be all back of the bus. But can someone roll their behaviour in case something weird happens?
I'll do it this time. 2.
So if without a target, move towards the nearest accursed, attacks its target with whipping, or any other accursed up to 3 squares if it has no target. So this one has to go in front of you guys. And this one can only move to there, which actually means it's out of range with whipping as well. So I think that works out quite well because it just means one of them can attack, and Dave could elect to take the hits.
I've only got 1 stamina, so I won't be taking. I might not survive all of them.
Well, Jack's got no stamina.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying I can take the hits, but I might not survive them.
No. Okay.
What happens with the first hits first?
Yeah. See how it goes.
Maybe I should have put a faith shield on Dave. I just didn't realise that. Okay, so the first attack from the Leviathan then is hitting on a 4+. It's rolled a 1.
Right.
The second attack rolls a 6. Well, that's not good. On a
Isn't that
critical,
like 12d6 damage or something?
on a critical hit, roll 3d6 damage plus
I'll have to evade that one then.
plus their 7 strength that they get. Yeah, that's just rubbish, isn't it? So 3d6. Don't really want to roll this.
I don't really roll it either, so
Well, it's okay. It's a 6, a 4, and a 1. So what's that? 11 plus the 18 total.
So I take 4 more wounds.
And then the last attack. Have we done 3 attacks or 2?
That was first. I thought.
Missed the first. I missed the first. Was that was the second one, wasn't it?
You missed the second one as well, I think.
Did I?
I'm pretty sure you did your standard pattern of miss, crit.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did. Does chat?
I think that's it.
Okay. I can't really rewind the stream at this point. If chat knows, they can tell us. Mind you, he's probably just going to tell us bad things.
Maybe they get an extra 3 attacks or something.
An extra 9 attacks. Right, so what are we then on to? Dave, is it you?
Yeah. Right, so I'm not. I've got it right in front of me, haven't I?
Yeah, it's right next to you.
I'm not going to move, so I'll get a stamina back. I shall hit it, or try to.
Remember you're on -1 strength because of...
Yeah, I rolled a 4, so I'll hit it. So I just won't get my tattoo benefit then, basically. Okay. So it's 2d6 plus 7. It would be 8, but I don't get the tattoo. That's a bit crap. 10 wounds. I rolled a 3 in total.
Okay, well I won't mark it just yet. They got 36 health in total.
10 fury, so it's taken 10 wounds already. I'll hit it again with the second attack. That's a 3, so that's hit it as well. That's better. 16 wounds. Have some.
26. Lovely.
So I have maximum fury, so I'll spend 4 of them to attack it again. And of course I miss.
Oh. Okay, we're 26.
I'll spend 6 of my fury to get 2 more stamina back, which I can do.
Okay, well 26 wounds is still decent.
Yeah, I could have done with the last one hitting. I could mute.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and fit some dice around here. I'm running out of dice.
Don't tell chat that. He'll tell you the monsters can't be wounded.
Okay, are you done, Dave, or have you got any more tricks?
No, I'm spent. If you could throw healing my way, that would be appreciated.
I can't because you're not in the same map tile as me. The thing I drew is a bit limiting because we're spread out, and whenever you spread out in Darklight, bad things happen.
Yeah. It's like a black Joker every time.
Yeah, basically. So Dave, is it initiative 6 next? Is it the Deviants and the Cultists?
It is.
Okay, well the Deviants, I don't think they can do much, but someone want to roll their behaviour?
I will. I rolled a 5.
5. So each deviant without a target moves towards the nearest accursed, targets them. Each attacks their target with assault. But they're blocked by the Lebithin, and Jack killed the one below, so that's okay. So then it's the Grim Cultist behaviour roll.
Yeah. A 4.
Each cultist without a target moves towards the nearest accursed and targets them. Each attacks their target with slash. Slash is 2d6 damage. So that's good. That's actually the best roll you could have picked up. So they're going to be doing 2d6 plus 9.
That's the best roll?
That is the best roll. 2d6 plus 9.
What?
So, there's one couple of squares down from Dave. Do we want it to move? The nearest accursed is Dave or Vicky. Vicky's already got one standing next to her, so what do we do? Does it go for Dave or Vicky?
Well, Dave's going to take a lot of damage from other stuff, isn't he? So.
But can you take? Because these cultists have 2 attacks each hitting on a 3+. That would be 4 of them, 4 attacks hitting on a 3+, 2 doing 2d6 plus 9 damage. Can you take all that?
No, I can't take 4.
Then
I have got enough to tumble one of them though. I could always play it that way.
it's up to you guys. I mean, potentially you could deal with the one below you first. I'm going to take one as well. I'm going to be in big trouble.
I've got 3 stamina, so if one comes for me, I can tumble straight. Where would it stand? Would it be diagonally in front of me?
Yeah.
So I could tumble back and avoid it.
Okay.
And then I would only have 1 stamina for next turn.
Well, let's
Sounds
do
like
that.
taking one each.
Let's do that then, because that sounds like a better plan. So
Yeah, run it. Then.
one cultist goes up there, and then rolls to hit Dave. So 2 attacks hitting on the 3+. First attack is a 4. What do you want to do, Dave?
2d6 plus 9.
Yeah. It's got 1 more attack coming afterwards.
Debating just tumbling away from it. It's only going to leave me 1 stamina.
Yeah. So what you want to do then? Just tumble it.
Well, if I evade it, then I'm going to use 2 stamina evading each one anyway.
Yeah, and you might end up taking some damage, but the only advantage there is you're not moving away, so you potentially get a stamina back by not moving.
I can regenerate my own stamina.
Okay. What do you want to do then?
I'll just tumble.
Okay, so if you tumble that then, do you want to tumble back so you're still engaged by the deviant, or do you want to tumble behind Jack? Might be better, because then you're free to move where you want to go.
Behind Jack.
Okay. Do you go before or after the Lebithins?
After.
Okay, well we need to rethink this then, because although Jack can probably kill the Lebithin in front of him, there's no guarantee he can kill the one that's further back, and that one that's further back will end up moving forwards and replacing the dead one, and it will only be able to hit Jack. That's what will happen if you tumble. If you stay there and you take this, the Lebithin that moves forwards has a choice of hitting you or Jack.
Well, I'll have no stamina by that point either, because I'll be trying to evade 3 deviant attacks in a minute.
Yeah, there's no right answer here.
Right, okay, well I'll try evading then, and just see how quickly I die.
I mean, Jack, do you have any stamina left?
No, I have no stamina because I was saving your ass.
So you would only generate 1, so...
Yep, however I do have the medallion.
What's the best play here then?
Let Dave tumble back. Let me see what I can cope with, because I have the medallion so I can ignore an attack. I also have the Crystal of Life if I do drop dead.
Oh, okay.
He seems pretty well set.
Sorry, Vicky?
But he seems pretty well set.
He's stocked.
Absolutely.
He's like a mobile chemist.
I'll tumble then.
Chap forgot his 4th attack last turn. Such a numpty.
Jack.
Never mind. Good news next turn. That little Biffin is coming nowhere near me. I really don't like them.
I vote he gets a 5th attack next turn.
Fifth
To make up for the fact he didn't take his turn.
Well, we kind of ballsed up though because we missed the darkness roll, didn't we? So, and then we forgot about their seductive gaze for a bit. So it's probably swings and roundabouts. Well, it's okay. So we've done the cultists, we've done the deviants. I think that's it, isn't it? So is it just me to go?
No, it's Vicky to go.
Oh, Vicky
then
to go.
Overlord. Then it's you very last. Stone cold last, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Stone cold last.
All I can do is stab the thing in front of me.
Oh no! Sorry, my bad. There's a grim cultist down here that needs to move up and hit me.
Magic was turned over. Do you remember?
I know. I forgot what that's like.
You've been so long without it. You think you forgot again?
Okay, I'm going to get hit twice here. So they hit on a 3+. So the first one is a hit. Vicky, you haven't been attacked yet either, have you, by the cultist? We completely missed the cultists attacking you and me, so we've got to do those. Kind of just missing stuff out.
I don't mind.
I think I'm just going to have to take this on chin because I don't think I can really do much about this. So they're doing 2d6 damage plus 9, is it? So that's 6 plus 9, so 15. My armour was 13, so I take 2. And the next attack, oh God's sake, it's hit me again. I don't know what to do here. Might just have to take it on the chin because I've only got 1 stamina and I need 2 stamina to, well in fact I can't even move away from the Cultist Overlord. What do you guys think?
Bear in mind, move the Cultist Overlord.
How far can you move it?
That depends how many dice I roll.
Because it's got a movement of 4. If you can move it beyond 4, then I won't need to tumble it.
I'm not rolling more than 4 dice.
Then it's going to come and hit me then, and unfortunately that's going to do 3 attacks, and there's nothing I can do about it. I will probably drop dead.
Liam, different thought. What happens if Vicky moves you up to her, as Vicky has enough stamina to tumble it?
How much stamina have you got, Vicky?
4.
Yeah, that could work. I mean, Vicky might have to move me 3 back, so I'm 1 behind her, because she may potentially have to...
I can put you in the doorway, it's fine.
Actually, that would actually work really well, Vicky. If you moved me first... No, that won't work. We've kind of done this wrong. Or have we?
Use your words.
Me?
No, not you, Liam.
I was going to say.
And say,
You were
done
just
this
looking
wrong,
at me.
I'm getting a bit lost.
I'm just trying to work out the different options here. Just trying to stay away from that Cultist Overlord because he's a beast.
Vicky goes before him.
Yeah.
So if you get gifted to get you at a safe distance and the Cultist Overlord attempts to deal with Vicky, the tumble option is available.
Okay, well, let's go with that then. So I'm going to take this damage on the chin. Try and tank it. So it's 6, 7, 8, plus the 9.
17, so you've taken 4.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm now on 11 wounds.
Ow.
Can you use any of your faith spells
Maybe.
when it's your go, obviously?
Yeah, maybe. I could probably heal myself and anyone else in the same map tile. So actually, if you, well, depends. If you moved me back 3, Vicky, I can heal myself and others in the north map tile, or I can heal myself and others in the southern map tile.
Well, both Dave and I could do with some healing.
I'll move you into the doorway.
Okay. Right, so that's me. I've taken my hits. Vicky, you're going to get a hit now. So, hit on a 3+. It's rolled a 5.
What damage is it doing?
2d6 plus 9.
I shall evade that.
So it's 19.
Take away 13, so that's 6. Take away my face shield. So I've just taken 5 damage.
Okay, and the next one, rolling to hits, is a 4. That's hit you as well.
Problem is, I don't want to tumble this, otherwise moving you isn't going to have the benefit.
Yeah.
I will...
If you tumbled this, Vicky, what would your stamina be? Would it be 1?
Be 2. Oh, if I tumbled, I'd be down to 1 stamina, yeah.
Well, this might be an option, because if you tumble back 1, that puts you into the north tile. If you then move me back 1, I could then do a party heal on everyone, and when it's your go, you're going to get a stamina back, and when a Cultist Overlord comes down, you could still tumble away from him with your 2 remaining stamina.
Yeah?
But it will wipe you out on stamina, but it will heal your life back.
Yeah, no, that works. Okay, so 2 to tumble.
Yeah, okay, so tumbling that, so you take no damage from that. And then I need you to shift my ass because it's your go now.
Okay, well, I'm claiming 1 of those stamina back because I'm not moving.
Okay.
I will then... How far do you need to move to be in the doorway?
3.
Okay, so rolling 3 dice. So that succeeds, so you can move 3.
Yeah, I'm in the doorway with you.
That leaves me 3 magic, so I can't do Screaming Siren. What I might do is... Where is Jack? Which character is Jack?
Jack is near Dave at the top end. I'll put a little pencil next to him.
Is he in line of sight of me?
He is, yeah.
Do you think it's worth imbuing Jack or Dave with pain?
I would probably say Jack would be my vote because he goes first.
Okay, well I can't really do anything else, so I'm going to use 3 magics to try and imbue Jack with pain. Which I fail. I only rolled 4 and 3 dice. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm out of magic.
With your reduced cost per hit.
And I changed my hand items. So I will throw... What do you want me to try and hit? Cultist in front of me?
Yeah, it's not a bad shout. You can't change your hand items now though. You can only do it before everyone starts doing stuff.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Which case I can't hit anything because I've got nothing beside me, have I?
No, nothing next to you at the moment.
Okay, so I have a feeling that is me done.
Okay. So then it's the Cultist Overlord who's going to go. Do you want to roll for his behaviour?
Yeah. I rolled 1.
So, deals 1 wound to all accursed in line of sight And every grim cultist within the dungeon, including itself, heals 3 wounds.
Shite.
So he heals 3 wounds.
And everybody but Dave takes a wound.
Yeah, so that's going to go... I just need to update some stuff here, so... Just updating some health dice. No, but actually he's got... didn't he have something else? Yeah, because he's got Mark of Evil. So, Behaviour 1 deals 2 wounds and heals instead, and heals 2. Okay, so they haven't healed quite as much. So I need to adjust that to a 4. That needs to go back up to a 2. But I take 2 wounds, Vicky takes 2 wounds, and Jack takes 2 wounds.
Yep. Well, Miracle Man, you better get to work shortly.
Did I generate faith? I didn't generate faith again, did I? I keep forgetting to do that. I might as well just generate it in my turn, because that's what I end up doing anyway.
Yep.
I'm going to use Life's Embrace. It's normally 6, but I get a reduction of 1 from the amulet, and I also get a reduction of 1, I think, because it's a healing one, do I?
Yeah. You have done previously.
Yeah, this I've been mucking around. Yeah, Purification reduces cost of healing by 1. Okay, so that's going to cost me 4. So everyone gets D6 plus Charisma. I rolled a 2. That's a bit rubbish, but my Charisma's 6, so everyone gets 8 life.
Yeah.
I'm back on full health.
Me
Okay.
too.
I think everybody is.
I'm not. I'm still carrying 4 wounds. Kind of needed better than that. I do get a stamina back as well because I didn't move. And I'm probably going to call it a day there because I need to kind of hang on to my faith. That's it. So I'm done. So darkness roll.
Overlords go.
Oh shit, it is, isn't it? So does someone want to roll for its behaviour? Because I don't want to do that.
We have a lot of bin. Hence rolling the 1.
Yeah, I just thought he moved as well to attack.
Oh yeah, actually, good shout. What would he have done?
It was attack phase.
Yeah.
No, he actually doesn't move. He just deals 1 wound to all accursed in line of sight. He just stares.
Like that.
He just stares at everyone and gives them the evil eye.
Awesome.
So actually, that's really good. That worked out really well. So yeah, darkness roll.
Over to you, Dave.
Oh yeah, that's me, isn't it? Right, hang on then.
Somebody wake up, Dave.
Oh, Jesus, wet. I've been fired.
No. Right.
Really?
Yeah.
On a grey.
Really? You are so lucky it's a grey. Otherwise I'd have to drive around to your flat and hit you with a shovel and then bury you with the same shovel.
You're not doing it. You've got 1 arm.
I would pay Jack to do it.
My turn next, isn't it? Right,
What do I
okay.
need to do?
What, for the game? The shovel.
Jack, you get a stamina.
Right,
And you have 4 attacks.
yes. I'm going to shoot the Labithy.
Good call.
I don't
Only got
like
2
it.
things left. Hopefully
She got-
you
Brit?
Bye-bye, Labithin. It's 22 damage. Minus the 8, so 14 wounds.
it's dead. Only had 10 left.
It's got 2
Yeah.
left.
No, it doesn't.
So
It had 10 left from last turn. It's dead.
it's well and truly knackered. Okay, so Lebithin comes off. That's great.
Well done, Beth.
Nicely done. Get a load of dice back.
Right. I hope no one's going to complain, but I'm going to start shooting the other Labithin.
That was going to be my suggestion, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't want that thing coming anywhere near me.
No,
So-
I don't want it to me either.
I don't think you have a choice either, because if you were to punt, well, you've got the, yeah, because they can move over stuff, can't they? So it will come straight towards you guys.
If you don't, it's going to come from.
That's all.
It's the case of if I manage to get rid of that, it's within range of the snake, but it's also over 4, so I'm hitting on 2+.
The snake
Yeah.
next, yeah?
No.
You got 2 more shots off the snake.
Arrows
Arrows for
currently.
the time being. That is a hit. It's a bit 2.
Counts.
9. Okay, that wasn't
Are
so
you
good.
remembering the 3? Oh no, I didn't have you. Oh no,
You
failed.
didn't view me. Right, that was 14 wounds. 14 damage, sorry. So 7 wounds. No, wrong thing.
6
14,
wounds.
6 wounds.
You're going to keep track of the wounds. I'll just mark them at the end if it's still alive.
Yeah. We will total them up for you and let you know.
Cool.
Arrow number 3.
Right?
22, 1, 8,
14.
14. Next one. Last one, sorry. Done it again.
It's a crit, isn't it?
Right. Yes, that's not. Let's do another 14. That's 34.
That's 34 dead.
Not done yet.
And he's got a snake to go.
Away goes the snake, which is hit, but
Come on.
with 3 dice, I need to get 10.
Come on.
Got 10?
11.
11.
Ooh!
It's him gone.
Nicely done, Jack.
Well
That would
done.
have been much easier if it wasn't using that bloody reduction to strengthen perception and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But at least we don't
Well,
suffer
don't
that.
worry about that anymore because they're all dead now.
Phew.
You enormous purple people eater.
Well done. Right. So, well, that means Dave's next, doesn't it? So, Dave,
I'll just go and attack the nearest thing. There's a deviant and a cultist there, isn't there?
yeah, so if you move diagonally down, you can engage both of them.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Which one are you going to go for? I mean, the deviants put out more attacks, but I think the cultists are possibly slightly stronger because they get their stats ramped up. The cultists also have a lot less life than the deviants. It's probably easier for you to kill them.
Cultist. Go for the cultist first.
Okay.
So, rolling to hit. I get a crit. Take 19 wounds, Mr. Cultist, and go splat.
He's gone. He is gone.
How many cultists? The first cultist we've lost?
Yes, there's 3 left. So they're on a +2 perk at the moment on those stats with asterisks.
Wounds, so that is 9 fury, plus the 2 I already had. So I'm on 11. So I'll attack the deviant next. There's a hit on him. So it's 2d6 plus 8 now because the bithing's gone. They've got 21 wounds, haven't they?
Hmm.
11 wounds gone.
10 to go.
So I'll spend, so that puts me on 12 fury. I'll spend 4 to attack the deviant again. Which hits. If I get, well, whatever I roll, the deviant dying, it's only got 10 wounds left.
That's what we
But
like.
it takes 16 wounds and dies.
It dies horribly. Well done, Dave.
This is a bit better.
It's dead, Dave.
And that puts me on 12 fury again, and I'll spend 6 of them to recover 2 stamina.
Yeah, it's looking a bit rosier now, isn't it? Because it was looking horrific 2 turns back.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So, are we at initiative 6 next, aren't we, I think? Is it the cultists and
Yeah.
deviants? So, what do you want to do first, cultists or deviants?
Deviants.
Okay, so someone roll behaviour for deviants.
Boys. 1, 2, 3 seconds away from us. I need to move that too.
Well, actually, thinking about it, do you want to do the cultists first? Because if you do the cultists first, potentially there's one more deviant attacking you, and the deviants are 3 attacks. The cultist is 2.
Okay.
So
I'm happy to take one.
someone roll for behaviour on the cultists.
On it.
What'd you get?
A 4.
4. So each cultist without a target moves towards the nearest accursed and attacks them with slash, which is the best option. So it means one's going to come up here and will hit either Jack or Dave, depending on whoever wants to take it. And unfortunately, Vicky, you and I are going to each receive 1 each, unfortunately.
That's fine.
The one next to you is wounded, I think. And the one in front of me is fresh. So, starting with Jack and Dave, who wants to take a pounding from a grim cultist?
Go on then.
Yeah. Okay, so they hit on a 3+. They rolled a 5, so it will hit you. So that's 2d6 plus 8, I think now.
If I tumble, it's just going to hit Jack, isn't it?
Yeah, it will do.
I'll evade them.
Okay, 2d6 plus 8. So 5, 6, 7 plus 8, 15.
I take 1 wound.
So the next one, I think it might have rolled off the screen, but it's a 1, so you've actually got away with that.
Yay!
Try and retrieve my dice. I really must get a dice tray.
They'll need about 3 or 4 quid. That's why I've got mine.
I know, I've been like spending money on all this tech and I just haven't bought a dice tray. And like, what is that about?
Or on the direct.
Yeah. Can you get like custom dice trays with custom logos on the bottom and stuff?
Yeah, you can. I don't know where from, but you can.
Okay, I might just...
D&D.co.uk will do them.
Okay, that's cool, because I could get an SDS one or a Liam's Loft one or whatever.
Liam's Loft.
Chronicles of Freylar.
I could just get one that says you suck.
That's probably what you should do, Liam. Picture of a dreadworm saying Liam's Loft.
I'll do some artwork, unless Artcakes wants to do some custom artwork.
Every time you roll on a 1, the dread one swallows it and you give him the dice.
That sounds a bit like June. So the other cultists, I mean, Vicky, you're up for the chop now. So first one has actually missed. So second attack has missed as well. Wow. Me, it's hit me. So what do I want to do here? I don't really want to tumble because I'm going to lose all my stamina.
Well, you know what the booting can.
Ugh. But I've already taken 4 wounds.
Evade.
My evasion's rubbish because my armor's really high. My evasion only adds on like a few points.
So what's your armour?
13.
With evade, what's it do?
What does it go up to? It goes up to 17.
And what's the worst what do they roll damage wise?
2d6.
So the most they could do is 21. So the most you'll be taking is 4 wounds.
8 tank it.
Yeah.
Maybe I just have to tumble
Are you taking your
this.
faith this turn?
Sorry?
Taking your faith this turn.
He's taking it on his turn.
Yeah, I've just ended up taking it on my turn now because it seems to be the only way I remember it. You're supposed to take it at the beginning of the turn, but it doesn't actually make any difference.
What I'm getting at is, will you have enough faith to do a healing spell?
Yeah, I could do a party heal. Yes, that would wipe out all my faith.
It's just an option, rather than you losing all your stamina.
It doesn't heal a chronic amount, but it does heal affect everyone on the tile. I mean, is anyone else suffering any damage right now?
I think we'll save you.
Sorry?
Okay.
I've lost one wound.
You just lost one.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to take some base.
Well, yeah, the deviants are coming in, so we might end up getting a kicking from that. But we're only going to have to deal with one of them, aren't we?
No, the other one can loop round and get you from below, mate.
Oh, of course it can. Yeah, it can move diagonally.
I think we're going to have one each, aren't we?
Yeah, and we are going to take a pasting. Or at least I have.
I've only got 2 stamina, so I can evade 2 attacks from it. And not the third one. And you're even worse off than me then.
Yeah. So the party heal might be the best bet. Short answer.
Yeah, we're going to need it in a minute. We don't need it now, but we will do soon.
No. So by the time you have your go, Liam, the party heal might be useful. So I'd almost say tank it.
Okay.
I mean,
Rolling for damage. 6 and a 1. Plus what? 8 is it? 7 plus 8?
It's
So you
8,
take
isn't it?
6
On the
wounds.
step.
just take 3 wounds.
So you've taken 3 wounds.
That's not great. And then the next one, I really need this to miss. No, it's hit. Oh, I'm getting into the danger zone now because I have 22 health. And I'm currently on 7 wounds.
So you got 15 remaining.
Yeah.
And the most that wounds you can take currently is 8.
And if you evade, you're taking even less.
Well, okay, well I'm going to tank it then if it can't kill me. Oh, bloody hell, double 6.
You can take an 8 wound.
Yeah. So that's another 8, so you got 7 life remaining.
So how many wounds did I take? 8.
8.
With my reduction of 13.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crap. That's rubbish. Okay, well it is what it is, so I've been smacked around a bit. And then, is it Mike? No, Deviants are next, aren't they?
Yeah.
So someone want to roll for behaviour and a Deviance? What you got?
No, choosing a dice at the moment. I rolled a 1.
Choose wisely. Each deviant without a target moves towards the nearest accursed and targets them. Each attacks their target with assault. Assault is 2d6 damage because of their extra limbs and stuff, plus 7. 2d6 plus 7. So one's going to go into Jack and Dave, and one's going to go around the bottom and engage Dave.
Most damage is 19.
Yeah, so let's take the first one at me.
Sure. Can you tumble this if it goes horribly wrong?
There's not a lot I can do about it, mate. They're going to have to separate it between me and Dave. So let's get me out of the way.
That is very true.
They got
I've got 3.
delightful.
Yeah, I'm probably fucked. Stamina
Yeah.
issue, but let's see.
Okay, well the first one hits on they hit on a 3+, so the first one's a miss.
Awesome.
The second attack is a 5. That will hit you for 2d6 plus 7.
Fade.
Okay, damage is snake eyes, so 9.
I'm fine.
And then the last one, we need a miss. Is a 2. It's missed.
Thank God for that.
You've taken no damage.
Yeah.
Right, Dave, you'll go.
Alright.
First attack is a 4. It hits
2d6 plus what?
7.
Well, I'll evade.
Okay, so damage is 10 plus the 7, 17.
I'll take 3 wounds.
The next attack hits as well.
I'll have to evade again. I'm out of stamina now.
Okay. 8 plus the 7.
15.
I'll take another wound.
And then the last attack.
There's nothing I can do about this one.
Last attack's kind of cocked. Let's see if I can get a dice on it. Don't think I can. So, last attack hits as well. It's a 4.
I can't do anything about this one.
Okay, so damage is 5. That's low, plus the 7.
12.
I still take 6 more wounds and down to 10.
Is your armour only
Yeah.
6?
I've got no armour. So I
Yeah.
can't use it. I've just got my endurance, that's it.
Yeah. Blimey.
So if you could do the party heal, that would be gratefully appreciated.
Well, it is my go now, so it's party heal time. I'm going to roll the red dice.
Why not?
It's Vicky's turn.
Oh, it is Vicky's go, yes.
Then it's Overlord.
Oh, yeah.
Then it's you. You go last.
Well, I think Vicky was with me. She sounded equally surprised.
Yeah, I was.
So used to going last for end of session.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to start by stabbing the injured person in front of me.
Well, Vicky, before you do this, because you would have got to decide what you wanted to do at the beginning of the turn of stuff. I'll scrap that, because even if you moved yourself backwards, you're still engaged by the deviant. You can't use your javelin, so I'm talking rubbish. Ignore me.
Okay. So I stabbed it with a 5.
Very good.
1d6 plus 5. 1 from this.
Oh no, it's only 1. 1d6, 3. Strength's low. Perception stuff.
Oh. We're not getting anything from.
No. Oh shit.
Oh, yeah. Another 1.
Oh dear. I
Won't be
think
any.
it's probably a scratch.
Okay, well, let's roll to see if I can hit it again.
Cultist laughs at you.
3. Okay. Well, my blade is rubbish.
Look, a poor blood witch blames her blade.
Yeah, well, the crossbow's awesome.
Shush.
Well, not a pretty sight.
No. Okay, so I have 6 magic. I don't need to. I need to move the Overlord back if I can.
That would help.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to move him back by 2, which I do. He moves 2 back into his pile of wounds. Which leaves me 4 magics. So I'm going to try Screaming Siren, but I'll do it on the room. What enemies are surrounding Dave and Jack? 2 deviants and what?
And a
cultist.
I think they're quite high mind though, Vicky. Cultist is mind 4, deviants are mind 2.
Yeah. 9, 7. Okay, well what I might do then is Screaming Siren on the people around Jack and Dave.
Okay.
The deviants, because their mind's only 2. Which is why if I do the ones around you, because you can hit all 3 of those, so if I damage them, you can split your arrows across them.
Any.
Okay, so I'm going to Screaming Siren them. Now I've got the actual card. What we hadn't been doing previously is I don't roll the dice for each creature. I roll the dice once and it applies to all of them.
Oh, do you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I dug the actual card out of the thing because it's the only one I hadn't cut out.
Yeah.
And it says, every enemy within the map tile you are currently in suffer 1d6 wounds for every 2 source dice used to cast this spell. So I'm rolling 4 dice, which gives me 2 damage dice.
Yeah.
roll once for all.
And you don't suffer from level 1 or 2 source burns anymore, do you?
No, and I was always rolling 4 dice for this anyway, so it's just much safer now.
Yeah.
Each target avoids 1 wound for every point of mind they have. So let me roll 4 dice because I've got to get 11 anyway for it to even hit.
Yeah.
So that's 7. Well, I got a double 1 and a double 6, so it's fast and
we heard the screaming siren indeed. Yes, we did. That's Dave's window. Dave's window and the local fuzz outside.
Okay,
fuzz at that point.
so now I need a double 6.
Did you hit Vicky?
Yes, but I wished for a double 6 and I got a double 1.
Oh, what?
So that does jack shit.
Ugh.
And that is me done, although I do get a stamina back.
Well, that's just the way it goes, unfortunately. Okie doke. So, the cultist is no longer in the action cam. You moved him so far back. Let's bring him back into view. Okay, so is it my go now?
Yeah.
The Overlord's turn first. Do you want me to roll its behaviour?
Yeah, that sounds good.
I rolled a 4.
So what was he up to this time, the bastard? Can't believe we've been playing for like 2 hours, is it? Just over. And what we've done is opened up another room.
We are back where we started.
Probably the demon population of the entire country in that room.
Pretty much. Yeah, I mean...
Cheesy grit.
I mean, talk about overcrowding, you know, trying to fit loads of people in a 1-bedroom flat.
Obviously, social distancing isn't a thing for demons.
No, clearly not. They're obviously immune to COVID-19. Why is it every time I watch you guys, you're always in the same combat? That's because we just go from one dog shit combat to another one. Right, the Overlord. Vicky rolled a 4. So we haven't had this before. This doesn't... Oh no, we have. So if without a target, move towards nearest Accursed and deal a scythe attack. So unfortunately, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's not doing anything because Vicky pushed him back and he's got his mates in front of him. So that's good. Then it's my go. So I'm going to generate 2 faith and Life's Embrace costs 6, but as a healing, so I get a reduction of 1. I've got my funky amulet, so if I use all of my faith up, I'm going to roll a dice and just pray I roll high. Come on. It is a 5, that's decent. So 5 plus 6. Everyone gets 11 life.
I'm back to full health again.
You can't be yeah.
Sorry?
What's your health on now?
4. I've taken 4 wounds.
Nice.
Ready for another kick in.
I used my health so I could flip in yo-yo at this point.
Right, okay, so that's that. I have no faith left. But I'm going to smack the... I'm going to go for the wounded cultist in front of me because I could potentially get some faith back if I kill him. So first attack is a 1.
Not a demon.
It's not a great start. Second attack is a 4. That's good.
It's not a demon. Faith back, killing it.
14, isn't it? So...
Yeah, so damage is good. Is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is the damage, minus 8. So I've done 5.
No. Yeah, he's dead.
Is he dead?
Yeah, 14 health in total. He's taken 12.
Okay, that's cool. So I get 2 faith back for killing him.
No,
Not
you
a
don't.
demon.
Demon.
He's human.
Oh, bastards. Bastards.
They're saying that quite a lot.
Ah, wretched humans. Why are humans skulking around in a dungeon? I mean, surely they should be out trying to earn a living and stuff.
Because they're demon worshippers.
Yeah, that's, yeah, whatever.
What
Right.
do they say?
Well, then they should be dead from COVID-19. Surely they're all huddled together.
Clearly, it hasn't made it into the dungeons yet.
No, no, they've been self-isolating in a dungeon. So,
There's way more than 6 of them in here, sorry.
oh well, they're safe. And also, Dave, it's after 10 o'clock, so actually that goes against them.
It goes to sleep at 10 o'clock, doesn't it?
So right, the next one is going to attack the one in front, which hits and decent damage again. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Take away 8.
6 wounds.
6 wounds. That's good. And how many attacks have I done? 3.
Yeah.
So I get a 4th attack because I did a miracle this turn. So 4th attack is a 4. Damage is not great. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've done 2 more wounds. So he's on 8 wounds, that guy. And his mate is dead.
His health's 13 now, though.
Yeah, that's very true. So, darkness roll. Dave got sacked.
Me. God help us.
Any magics would be good.
You get magic anyway.
They are literally earning a living. If they kill you, they take your soul and go on living. Seriously. Yeah, I'm not buying that. He's just made that up, surely.
Yeah.
Is this like a living rule set?
I have 11 magics now.
Darkness is 6.
6, awesome.
I love
Awesome.
the dragon.
Okay,
We
so
don't they say it's not an adaptive rule set, it just means the creators come up with whatever new bullshit they want to punish you.
that's probably like a paragraph at the end of the book that says something like that. Very small print.
Flavour for it.
Or maybe it was the errata that didn't ship out of the core box.
Yep.
It is.
Everyone wants to ward them up for them, yeah.
True.
I'm going to have to go speak directly in front of it. That's it.
Right, Jack, you're shooting out at the beginning of the turn, aren't you?
Yeah, so I'm going to shoot the deviant directly in front of me first. Because if I don't, I'm dead.
Okay. Did you get your stamina back?
Well, I have now, yes, just the 1 stamina. Woohoo!
Oh, I didn't get a stamina back. I'm getting a stamina back. I'm up to 3. Yeah.
Keep forgetting I hit all 3 now. That's it. Oh no, they've gone. I know. 20. Ooh, not bad.
So his endurance is 7. So is that 13?
Yep. That's 13 on that one.
21.
Yep.
And again?
Next arrow.
Very much. Sorry.
What are you rolling on 2?
No, because it's too far enough away. It's
yeah.
3 point blank.
Yeah.
Second was a miss. Third arrow is a hit. That is 14. So another 7.
What did you do earlier? Did you do 13 earlier?
Yeah, it's got 1 left.
Right, I'm going to use the snake on it.
Come on, Trouser.
Come on, Trouser. Trouser hits.
Surely.
Right, just need to get 8 with 3 dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's done it. 15.
He's dead.
Cool.
Right,
Nice.
I've got 1 arrow left, and I think I might want to shoot one of the buggers in front of you two.
Well, what
Dave,
do you want to try and drop the cultist in front of me who's nearly dead?
That's roughly what I was thinking. Yes. So, Dave, how confident are you can take out 2 of those things in front of us?
What are they? Cultist and a deviant?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I kill the cultist down there, his health will be down to 12.
I should be able to do him, and I'll give the deviant a good go as well.
Awesome. In that case, I shall shoot at the wounded deviant. That's at a nice range for me as well. So, on a 2.
What do you mean?
It's a hit. Damage. 17 damage to the injured cultist.
That's 10 wounds.
Yep.
He's gone, isn't he? He's gone.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is that all the ones in front of you dead now?
Yeah, we've just got the boss man, but you know he's invulnerable anyway. So what are you gonna do?
Find the question room, I think.
Yeah, find a Necrostream. Where is it?
If I kill these last two, then you two can go and run off and look for it.
Well, I mean, if it's down that, if it's coming off that T-junction to the right, happy days. Otherwise, we've got a big problem. Just trying to get past him. We're kind of reliant on Vicky pushing him back.
Yeah, I mean, I can leap in and lick some wounds off of him and then jump out again.
Yeah, true.
And Jack can shoot him at range and just try and get his wounds down as low as possible before we find the quest room.
I mean, I suppose we could kill him and run past him. It's another
I'll do it all again.
Yeah, let's not. Let me just try and move him first, guys.
Yeah. Oh, well, now actually we've got...
As well as directly back.
Well, before that, we've got the deviants and the cultists to do, haven't we? So does someone want to roll for behaviour on the deviant?
Not my turn yet.
Oh, sorry.
You might not have to roll for them because they might be green squares on the floor.
I forgot we have a Hulk. Go on in, Dave.
All right, well, I'll get stamina back from not moving because I will take my damn turn. All right, the first one I'm gonna hit the cultist first.
Right.
He's been hit, so it's 2d6 plus 7 because he's not a demon.
Need to get 20.
11.
No.
She needs to get 12. Okay.
Yeah.
11 wounds on him
Okay, it's got 1 left.
so I'm on maximum fury again.
That's a real pain.
I'll do my second attack on him as well. I'll hit him, so he's dead. So I won't bother to roll the damage because whatever I do will kill him.
Yeah.
So I'll spend 4 fury to attack the deviant. Which missed, of course it did. So I'll just spend 6 fury to get 2 more stamina back. Put me on 3.
How many wounds did you do to him, and did you miss?
Missed.
Ugh, it's a shame.
Yeah, I seem to hit twice and then miss with the fury attack. He's so angry, he just misses.
Oh, isn't there like a +1 damage we can just get from somewhere just to off him? We've not got any little perk anyway.
I've killed the cultist, just the deviant that's left.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking of the... Because you had to put that second round into the cultist, didn't you? Because he only had 1 life left.
Yeah, I got unlucky with the damage roll on him.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
I missed the deviant anyway.
Okay, alright, so are you done, Dave, or are you doing anything else?
No, I'm done. I've spent my fury to get stamina back.
Okay, well Dave has spent his load, so Vicky, do you want to roll for behaviour on a deviant?
Yeah. 3.
So 3. Each deviant without a target moves towards the nearest accursed and targets them. Each attacks with assault, so it's going to be 2d6 plus 7. So it's going to hit Dave for 3 attacks. Yep. So the first one is a 5. What do you want to do? Dave, is it worth you just tumbling this? Because all of its attacks then go in the bin.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, we'll do
Push
that.
close to the door as well.
Do that. Yeah, we'll do that.
Do you want to roll back next to Jack on the right?
Okay.
Okay. I noticed that Jack kind of comes up to your nipples.
Makes life so much easier.
Yeah.
That's about to be for real life as well, isn't it?
Unfortunately, yes.
I think you're right. right. Okay, so Vicky, what are you doing?
Is it my go now?
It is.
Yep.
I am going to spend. Well, I have all my magic, so I'm going to use 4 dice to try and move the Overlord back 4. Doubles again. That's successful. So the Overlord moves back 4.
Very good. Oh crap.
Move it sort of diagonally though, so we can.
I've destroyed the pile of dice, but I'm pretty sure they were all 5s.
No, one of them was a 4.
Was it?
So there should be 7 5s and 1 4, because our screen's not updated yet.
Hey, hooray for lag.
They're still nice and neat there.
Yeah, get ready for the explosion. So, you want to move him diagonally, so one.
Just wondering, rather than moving him straight back, if we try and move him.
That was a good idea, because if we can push him back towards the stairs, that makes it a bit better. If
we can sneak round the corner easier.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry, next turn. I will move up anyway, won't I?
Yeah.
Yep.
What else do you want to do, Vicky?
Okay, well that's 4 magics used. There's no point me using Screaming Siren. How much health do you need, Liam?
I'm currently on 4 wounds. It would be nice to have a top up of 2.
You have 3 back.
Thank you very much.
Which still leaves me 4. So, Fear of Fate isn't worth it.
I don't think anyone can get the door open. I think you're thinking the deviant in the room, haven't you? It's the one deviant and he's got all his stuff back.
So, hang on, this card.
You've got your javelin now, haven't you? That you can throw at that deviant.
I didn't swap hands. So I'm going to spend 3, rather than viewing somebody with pain, I'm going to spend 3 to attempt Sphere of Hate. This deals 1d6 damage for each source dice used. Yeah. So I now get to deal 3d6 damage to that deviant.
Okay, that's pretty good. So it's mitigating 7.
Damage.
Minus the 7.
So he's got 6 wounds on him.
Okay. We can do that. Nice.
Should have rolled 4. That leaves me 1 magic, so can't do anything with that. But that's cool.
Okay. No, that's pretty decent. So,
Not finished yet.
Oh, javelin. No. What else you got?
Well, I have a choice. I can step forward 1 and try and shiv him.
Shiv him.
Might as well.
Well, I might as well, because Jack will just rescue me if I don't succeed.
Well, mind you, Vicky, what's your stamina like?
I've got 3 stamina.
Is it better for you to do the tumble away from the Overlord? Because if you move forwards, you can stand in front of the Overlord and keep him back where he is. Whereas if you don't do that, he's just going to move straight forwards again because he goes before me.
Yeah, the problem I've got is if I move forward, he's going to run straight into me.
Yeah, but so you've got more than enough stamina just to roll back a square, and all he will have gained is 1 square of movement. Whereas if you don't close on him, he's just going to move 4 squares forwards, which kind of undoes the spell you did, pushing him back.
Yeah, no, that's a very good point. Okay, move me 4 forwards.
I would do it myself, but my initiative is poo.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
1,
Move
2,
him.
3, 4. So you can, if you're in front of him.
Yeah.
Snap him while you just for the sake of it.
Yeah, I might as well stab him whilst I'm at it.
Let's try and move these dice without exploding them everywhere. Okay. Okay, hitting him. So his endurance 11. It's really high.
Well, I just critted him. I don't think I can do a lot though, because it's 1d6 plus 1. Oh, I've poisoned him.
Okay.
1d6.
1 poison.
And you haven't hurt him, but you have poisoned him.
Yeah.
He has 1 poison.
Do you not have to do a point of damage in order to poison him, or have you simply got to hit him?
Just says on the dagger itself, mate. If
Yeah,
you crit.
scoring a critical hit will poison the target.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah. Well, that's all good.
The critical hit still doesn't do enough damage to scratch his endurance, but it does poison him.
Yeah, yeah. That's nice. And are you shivving him again?
No, I failed.
Okay, so then as the overlords go, so I need to find out what his endurance is because he's poisoned. Is it endurance? Oh. So his endurance 11. So he rolls 11 dice. And basically he doesn't want 6s. Well, he has rolled a 6, so that poison goes away unfortunately, just because his endurance is just insane. So he shrugged that off. And then, do you want to roll for his behaviour, Vicky?
I rolled a 6, so...
Oh, really? Really?
Magic.
He's going to take all that sauce away. No spellcasting next turn. What else does he do? He then does behaviour 2 to 4. So, if without a target, move towards nearest Accursed and deal a scythe attack. So, I roll it. He's hit you. Presumably, you're just going to tumble.
Yeah.
Okay, so the rest of its attacks are pointless then, because they'll all be out of range now. But at least he doesn't gain any ground. That's really good.
It's kind of the point, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Out of the way next.
So, my go, I'm going to get 2 faith. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to walk up to that deviant and hit it, or do you want me to support you, Vicky? Because I'm conscious that if we roll a 1 on darkness, you are split off from the pack.
Like Vicky.
Yeah, you don't even need to necessarily hit him, unless you can tumble back next turn.
No, well, I could rest in my first phase and get my stamina back and then come and stand next to you.
Perfect.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Okay, so I'll do that then, and then I'll go 1, 2, 3.
One behind me.
Why?
Are you sure?
Because the Overlord goes before Liam, and if he moves forward in his next go, I can tumble it. But there's no point me tumbling it if Liam still stood beside it.
Good point.
Good shout. Okay.
Yeah, you have to stagger it.
Because Liam goes after me.
Yeah. I'm so slow now. I need another tattoo.
Drugs are bad, okay? Oh, you mean in the game?
Yeah, I'm not really a tattoo fan in real life, but in the game, yeah, go. Right. So, is that it? Is it darkness roll?
It is. Over to you, Jack.
Oh god, yeah, it is me, isn't it? Darkness roll. It's a 2.
I get no magic.
No.
No, but at least there's not a 1. That's all good. So, Jack.
Right. You know what? I'm going to be sensible here. Can you...
Sensible.
Oh, hang on. I've got...
Did we hear that right?
I've got a cold...
It's recording, isn't it? We can play it back to make sure.
It is recording, yeah.
Ignore me. Doesn't actually matter.
But didn't we record something Vicky said a couple of sessions back, which was...
When Vicky said, "Oh,
that's something I've never heard a woman say before. It's not to me.
we have..." Yeah, ignoring my plan, because I can't actually go anywhere, I will regen 1 more stamina, and I will shoot the cultist in front of me.
The deviant.
I was thinking, is it worth me killing him and you just put some more wounds on the Overlord?
I was going to say, hold on 2 seconds. Is that the snake next to me, Liam?
Yeah, that's the snake next to you.
Okay, so forget my stamina. For my movement phase, can you move me to the door and open it?
Yeah, well, I was thinking this, but just bear in mind it is going to go red.
Combat. We can't explore. We're still in combat with that deviant.
No,
Yeah.
you're allowed to explore in combat in this game once the Overlord is out.
Yeah, but the deviant's still there, which stops us, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. It's just the rules say once that Overlord's over on the table, you can explore all the while you're in combat.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was good. It was just.
Guys, forget that all of that. If Jack steps behind Dave, he can open the door and still see the deviant shoot it.
You can.
So do that. Do that.
Okay. You happy with that?
Putting some more wounds on the Overlord, that was all.
Well, Jack can't see it anyway. It's around the corner.
Oh, okay.
Right, fire away, Jack.
Okay. First. Second. And we have got 16 damage.
8, 7, so 9 damage.
So 9.
Puts it on 15 wounds in total.
Okay.
6
second
to go.
shot. That's a crit. It's dead.
Yeah.
There's nothing else I can do this turn anyway.
Right, well, we've got a ton of stuff to work out now because we've just finally murdered 2 waves of monsters. So...
They're both covered chests. We do the loot first.
You want to do the loot first? Okay, well, there is a standard loot, first of all. So, standard loot card is a hatchet. The hatchet of massive disappointment. So it does 1d6 damage, it does cleave, and a critical hit causes 2 more damage. Presumably this is just going to go straight to floor.
My guy needs a toothpick, that'll do.
How much does it sell for?
3.
Yeah, it's straight on the floor.
Straight to floor. So, and this is the one that we really care about, is the rare loot card. I know Jack's been waiting for many, many months now for a carnal bow. So, what is it? Oh! Oh, I'm just going to put this in front of the action cam, and you're just going to have to wait for the lag to update.
Yeah.
It's a carnal bow, isn't it?
This is quite irritating. Is it finally the carnal bow?
It's still not there.
Is there, Liam?
It's taking forever, mate. Just spit it out.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to really drag this out.
Absolutely, finally.
So, can you carry it now? Or have you got to drop something?
I can easily carry it.
You have the carnal bow, which weighs 1.
Yep. I will take that.
It was almost worth this entire session wading through treacle just so you could pick that up.
I don't know, Liam. I think I should trade my crossbow in for it. What do you think?
Well, we can do a little vote. I mean, I'm happy for Vicky to use the carnal bow. What do you think, Dave?
Yeah, I think I should have it. I've got 1 attack that hits my 4+. I can be a sniper.
Well, that's interesting. Dave has my vote now.
Yeah, he puts forward a good argument.
To be fair on this, but I'm putting the rest of you to shame anyway.
So, just to reiterate, the carnal bow, range 12. When you attack with it, you get 2d6 plus 2 damage.
Okay.
It is cursed, but I don't think that bothers you. Whenever you kill your target, deal an additional attack, still in range, to another enemy in line of sight of your target. So you can shoot round corners with this effectively.
Nice. And you get a ton more, potentially 2 or 3 more ranged attacks a turn from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how that works with Arrow Storm. I mean, can you stack that with Arrow Storm?
I can't see why not, 'cause I'm dealing weapon damage.
Yeah.
It doesn't say anything about not using weapon rules, just uses weapons damage.
So what you're telling me is basically next time we're going to have 1 session of Jack just shooting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like rebounding arrows.
It is the one downside is it does drop my damage down by 1 point.
Well, you've had a great run. I mean, you've picked up the carnal bow and the superior quiver. It's nearly murdered us in the process, but good loot.
Yep, I'm not going to complain. It survived, and I'm finally getting.
Right,
And Liam's going to have model pom-poms on the rest of us because we're basically going to be cheering you on from now on.
Are there pom-poms in the item decks?
I have no idea. I don't know if the game designers saw fit to create those, but they did create a load of blank cards, so we could actually create pom-pom items.
We'll probably carry pom-poms or poison pom-poms or something.
I think they should be like fungal spores or something.
There's a big poison to you when you pick them up.
Yeah. Right.
We're not size 16 XL cheerleader outfit for Dave.
Okay, well that's all the loot, isn't it?
Yeah. So we now need. I need the human calculators here now because we need to add up a load of stuff. So trying to work out what we did. We killed. I think we killed 6 deviants. That's the awkward one. So 6 deviants, and they were 9 souls each.
Was there definitely 6 that we killed?
Yeah, it was 6.
Okay.
And then we've got 4 grim cultists. Oh, hang on, I've buggered up. I've messed up. My bad. 6 deviants at 7 souls each.
At 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
42.
Okay, and then on top of that we had 4 deviants at 9 souls. Sorry, 4 grim cultists at 9 souls each.
78 in them. Deviants in them is 78.
And then we had 3 Lebithins at a colossal 26 souls each.
Oh, wow. That's 100 just for them.
Yeah.
Plus the 78. That's 182.
A 4-way split on that.
2 take 46, take 45.
No.
26 times 3. So it should be 78.
Sorry, I worked that out wrong. Sorry, I thought there was 4 of them for some stupid reason. So 78 plus 78 is 166. So it's
56, mate.
2 take 42, 2 take 41.
No, we've still got the maths wrong.
Dave, 78 plus 78 is 156, mate. Not
Sorry,
6.
it is. Yeah, it's late.
Carol Vorderman's having an off day.
If you just go
Riley.
we decided by 40, less the 4, we're taking 39 souls each.
Yeah.
Okay. My maths is failing me, it's late.
39 souls each. So I started on 23.
Yep.
I started
So 39. Now gone to 4. You are now on
62, is it?
It was me. 62.
Okay, yeah, 62.
My brain's gone as well.
Dave started on 24.
Yes,
Oh,
3.
63.
162.
You guys are on 62 as well, are you?
Yeah.
And it's just me with a big pile of money.
Okay. Yeah, because you stuck your hand in someone's orifice.
I did. And I came away with a lot of money.
Right, well, we'll probably, it's probably not a bad idea to call it after we explore that room, unless anyone disagrees.
I
think fine.
Let's find out what happens in that room.
Yeah, let's see what the room is first.
Okay, so who rounded off that turn? Because I'm just thinking who's left to go. So Jack went, didn't he?
Jack did.
Jack went. So Dave's next to go, and yeah,
I would
Dave's
be
next.
inclined to put Dave next to Jack in the doorway.
You happy with that, Dave?
Yeah, it's fine.
Are you gonna regain any stamina? Because you could like not move and then run in your second phase to get to the door.
Yeah, I'll get one back, so that'll put me on 2. I've got no fury. I haven't got enough fury to recover any more.
Okay, so Vicky, are you higher than initiative 5?
Yeah, I'm 6.
So you get to go before the Overlord then.
I'm regaining a stamina. Can I... Oh, I've got no magic. That's all I can do. Huh?
Yeah.
I didn't change my head item.
Are we?
I'm not going to regain. Yes, I am going to regain a stamina.
Are we agreed that we're just going to try and hold the southern, try and hold the intersection whilst the...
Yeah, I mean, I was going to step forward, but if I did that, I couldn't regain a stamina. So I'll have to just regain a stamina and then tumble him when he goes.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I mean, if he gains a square, that's no big deal.
Oh, yeah, I could rest and then move in my attack phase, couldn't I?
Yes, you could actually, yeah. That's a good
If
shout.
I step forward...
Yeah, in your attack phase.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And then the cultist will go, so do you want to roll for his behaviour?
Yes, so. 5.
Okay, what's that doing? Cultist Overlord on a 5. Oh, this is interesting. So target the trophy with the highest health value of 1 random accursed in line of sight. Don't get that. Target the trophy with the highest health value of 1 random accursed in line of sight. This is quite difficult. So I don't bother doing this most of the time because it's irrelevant. But it's basically when you kill monsters, they're cast as trophies. And in normal rules, I think you basically keep the trophies that you slay. But there is an optional rule where you basically divide everything out evenly, which is what I do. So I just assume that no, the kills are divided evenly amongst us. So we've probably got an even number of deviant trophies, Libithian trophies and cultist trophies each. The only person who can really use them is a necromancer. So what I'm saying here is I
can as well if I have a certain skill, but I haven't got it.
Okay, cool. So he's going to target the trophy with the highest health value of 1 random accursed in line of sight. So it probably would be a Libithian that either I or Vicky would be holding. Because there were 3 Libithians, so one of us...
To be honest, what I would probably do is just roll a dice. 1 to 3, it attacks me. 4 to 6, it's you.
Okay.
It can't see the other 2.
Yeah. So 1 to 3.
It can't pass me, so it's probably all irrelevant.
So it was a 1. So was that you or me?
That was me anyway. But...
Okay. So place the trophy adjacent the Overlord, alive and fully healed. Ugh. Ugh. So basically, this random Libithian, which is going to have to appear behind him actually.
Yeah, well.
Is on the board, which really sucks.
Knew he was able to do that before we opened the door.
Well, I didn't know he could do that. I never bothered to read all the behaviours, but there we go.
Not to be a killer, he can summon as well.
Yeah, place the trophy adjacent to the Overlord, alive and fully healed. If no trophies are present, deal behaviour 2 and 4. Yeah, so he's just resurrected a Libithian. What a bastard. Okay, so then it's just me to go. So,
I can't escape it.
Vicky, do you want me to stand next to you, or do you want me to stand one behind you?
How far can the Libithian reach?
It moves
With whipping, they can attack up to 3 away.
You haven't done its perks yet, though. It might even be able to move right through you.
Let me roll for its perks. I rolled a 2 and a 6.
Okay, let's clear some of this stuff away. Okay, just going to note this down. So 2/6. Oh, what do we got? Burning Kiss If strangle at least one wound, it also ignites them. And agile, they can move through accursed and monsters. That's not good.
Where I am currently. Yes, but it can't stop unless it can spread out into 4 spaces.
Yeah, so it could actually stand the other side of me or to the south of me.
Yeah, so
I'd vote putting it to the south of you, but it's not its go anyway.
No, so there's probably, there may actually be no merit in me moving at all.
No.
In fact, it could actually, Vicky, stand to the north of me.
It could, but let's not do that.
Well, the only way we prevent that is if I move north. But then I'm...
Not really.
I still wouldn't stop it doing it, mate. It's got to move at 6.
We get to choose where it goes, whether it goes south or north, and we pick south.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's very true. Okay, well in my go then I might as well just stay where I am. So I'm just going to... Did I just take my faith? I can't remember if I took it.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so I'm on 4 faith. Do I just stay where I am?
Yeah, have you regained a stamina?
Yeah, max stamina now.
Cool.
That's probably your lot, unless you have any consumables that would be vaguely helpful. There was a big flask of fuck off Leviathan.
Well, I do have an oil flask, but it just seems like a waste because that's a room clearer, and
I agree.
They're really useful when you get smothered.
Yeah.
I've just realised something really stupid. When we were in that last town, I had 5 angelic scriptures. That's like a couple of grand.
Did you not sell them?
No, I forgot.
Oh.
So as it turns out, we could have afforded a few things.
Like a house. And a
Yeah,
horse.
I mean, to be fair, I know Dave's after crafting his axe, but we need a gold item before we can do that.
Well, I can get the +1 to hit.
Yeah, +1 to hit.
So hitting on 2s would be nice.
Yeah, and I could have done that. I just completely forgot I had those scriptures. That's
Can
just...
you craft twice on the same weapon, or is it one time only?
No, I think you can craft an item multiple times. It's just the cost is really expensive.
No. We'll start with hitting on 2s, I think, because even if I'm hitting on 2s all the time, I'm still going to be more reliably damaging stuff.
Yeah. Okay, well, look at that in the next town.
Worry about it now.
So, darkness roll. Who wants to roll?
Jack's turn.
It's a 4.
Woo! Have magics.
4's good. And so I'm just going to flip this card and then we'll call it. So, what we got? Well, it's not the Necrostream. So that's kind of irritating. So it's going to move on to red. So I'm not going to move that now because I might forget that we've moved it when we pick this up. So I'll sort that out later and I will roll to see whether we've got monsters and stuff.
It's Jack has to roll to see if we've got monsters or whatnot. I would move it now because Jack's already done that roll.
Okay, well, do you want to roll to see if there are monsters in there on an event, Jack?
It's an event.
It's an event, okay. Well, I will toss one down there and I'll connect the room up later because that's probably a good time to call it, isn't it? Okay, so stop the recording.